Hello! Wow, Islanders score to end it. Is that Cal Clutterbuck? Empty netter. Hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. Good timing. Game just coming to an end. Lincoln, Noah, welcome. Hello, hello. Hope everybody is doing well. I'm going to cut this off. All right. It is a beautiful, beautiful Saturday night. A lovely Saturday night where Casey Cizikas has just put the Bruins in the dirt to cause a Game 5 series tied at 2, which will be super fun. We've got a good time for you tonight. We'll let some more people pour in. But thank you, Lincoln. I know C-Edits earlier said there was a bunch of people in here earlier before the thing started throughout the day after I scheduled it, saying nice things. So thank you to everyone who did that. Lincoln, you were one of them. Kanaki was there. So How You Doing was there. Justin, C-Edits, all of you guys, even though you're not here right now. Thank you. Lincoln says congrats, thank you very much. Noah says what's up, but not too much, just hanging out, and my TV just turned itself off, which is fine because the game's over. That's fine. Soviet Union idea: trade Holtby to Chicago for a draft pick. I don't know why Chicago would take that. Holtby has no value. Thank you, Noah. Hello, Joel, how's it going? Hello, hello. Lincoln says well deserved, thank you very much, I appreciate it. Let's put on some nice music here. Let's see if I can find something kind of chill. Some nice, some little lo-fi maybe. Something nice, chill in the background. Arjan, thank you very much on the congratulations. I really appreciate it. So tonight we'll do a bit of a giveaway at 8:30. Again, we'll keep repeating it as more people come in. But the plan is we'll do a giveaway around 8:30. I'll probably wrap up around 9. The giveaway will probably take about half an hour. We're going to do a bunch of marbles races to decide the winners. If you want to enter, it's all linked in the description. It's one link. You just need your name, the name your marble's going to have, either your YouTube name or your real name, whichever. A way for me to contact you afterwards. So it's just like your Twitter handle, so I can DM you or something like that. And then I'm just going to turn this down for myself a little bit. And then after that, what was the third thing? Oh yeah, what team do you want a hat of if you do win? So you can go fill that out and then come right back if you want to do so. My door is rattling because of the wind. Windy day out here in the city, but it is it's gotten really nice out, which is nice to see. So How You Doing is here. Thank you. I saw your message earlier. Thank you for the kind words. Holtby might have value to the Blue Jackets. Heard they're rebuilding and their other goalie wants to leave apparently. Wouldn't mind betting to trade a draft pick for them to take him. Yeah, I wonder what it would be, right? If the Canucks are really looking at like wanting to make the playoffs this year and they're thinking, you know, we could use the extra $3 million in salary or so after you sign another goalie to be the backup, then sure, right? Then maybe it does make sense to maybe trade. If it's something like a third or a fourth, fine, but 1 year salary when you're probably not a contender is kind of iffy to me, but I wouldn't hate it. Justin, closing up at work at the moment, excuse me, but peeking in. Congrats again. You'll join by 8 or so. Perfect. You'll make it in time for the marble races, which is great. Thank you. HSM Fangirl with the $2.79 donation. Thank you very much. The super chats. Congrats on 2K subs. Thank you very much. I'm not sure why it didn't pop up. There it is. Wow. I just had to tell it to apparently. But thank you very much. D-Train says congrats on 2K. Thank you. Lego's in here. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome to the club. Well, I'm not in your club yet, friend. I've got a ways to go. But I'm working on it. Working on it for sure. Levon, thank you as well. GL Rebirth, thank you all. Super Omnom, everyone in here. Thank you guys very much. One of the marbles races are going to be at 8:30. Now we might do some fun ones before then if we just feel like it, because we don't have a lot else planned. The plan is though at 8:30, if you click on the link at the top of the description, you can put in your stuff. We got a few people sign up already, your info, so that way I can get your names for the marbles, because the worry is if I get everyone to do it at 8:30 and everyone's just putting their names in the chat, if there's, you know, a ton of people, then I'm not typing all that out. But if you put them all in here, I can copy them all, put them in the game. Everyone's gonna have a marble. We're gonna do 5 races. It's going to be a points-based system. Whoever has the most points at the end of the 5 races will win. So just a fun way to randomize it and make things a little bit interesting. Arjan asking what school I went to. I went to school in the Lower Mainland, in like the Fraser Valley. But that's sort of all I go into it. Justin, yes, you did. I see you on the list here. Madison, I see you on the list as well. Sounds fun. It will be fun. I'm very excited. Things will get interesting for sure. Haven't decided exactly how we're gonna do the points yet. It's really gonna depend on how many people there are. Matthew, if you want to sign up, links at the top of the description there for 8:30. Depends on how many people there are, right? If there's 100 people in it, then we'll do like the top 50 in each race gets points, or the top 40 or something like that. If it's only like 30 people, then we'll do like the top 10 in each race to make it to prevent. The idea is to prevent people who fall off the map in marbles from just being totally screwed for the rest of the night. So that's sort of the plan there. We might also go up from 5. We'll see. I could also do them a little bit earlier. We could do like 7 races or something like that. It's not really set in stone. It's just for fun. Just a fun idea. All right. So the idea. If you guys have any questions, anything that you Lincoln, I see you in there. Good job. Thank you. If you guys have any questions, whether it's hockey related, whether it's life related, whether it's whatever related, I don't really care. This is just meant to be a fun hangout on a Saturday night. Nothing else going on really. All the hockey games have wrapped up here. So if you guys have any questions, you want to throw them in the chat, I will answer them as we go here. I see Joel, Matt, everyone getting in on there. Yes, Isles with the win. Pretty good game. That was a good game. Man, Pasternak's gotta be feeling bad about that one he missed, hey? Because woo, that was a wide open net. And I've you get the puck on your stick, you have a wide open net, and you don't know exactly how much time you have, right? Because you're looking and you're making sure you're controlling the puck. You look up, you're thinking, all right, the goalie's already probably on his way over, or there's someone behind me gonna lift my stick. So you don't want to like hold it, wait, line it up, shoot, right? Your thoughts just like quickly get it off. It's an open net. I hit those 95% of the time, 99% of the time for these guys, right? Just a total fluke that one didn't happen to go, unfortunately. Kirk Muller, GL Rebirth asks, good idea. That is a interesting question. I haven't looked a lot into it. He coached the Hurricanes, I think, a few years ago, like maybe 10 years ago, something like that. And yeah, I heard that he was rumored maybe as an assistant coach. It's fine by me. I honestly, I don't care a ton. Just get more voices in the room. I mean, let's take a look. Let's look at his like coaching record. So he was a head coach in Carolina. They did not good. He only lasted 3 years there, but since then he's been an assistant with St. Louis and an associate coach with Montreal for the last 5 years. Guy has experience, right? I mean, it can't hurt too much. And he was a heck of a player, of course. So again, more voices in the room cannot be a bad thing. Noah, you got your vaccine today, your arm sore? Yeah, my arm was honestly, I got lucky. Mine was sore if I did like this motion. Until I got it to like here, and then if I like powered through it, then I was good. So I just did a lot of arm movements throughout the day. It was totally fine. Kind of sore for 24 hours the most. But yeah. Arjan, what Canadian teams have the best chance for the cup next year? I mean, I think it's still Toronto. Because I think they're still the best team in Canada. I mean, clearly their makeup hasn't worked in the playoffs, right? It's like every time they've tried it just hasn't worked. But I think they're still the best Canadian team. If you look at a team like Edmonton, I mean, again, they have the best, they got McDavid, Draisaitl, but they have goaltending issues, right? Mike Smith is like 39 years old. Koskinen's not very good. So we'll see what they do there. Winnipeg is clearly a decent team. Montreal is clearly a decent team. I don't know. It's kind of tough because it really depends on who makes the playoffs. I don't think Vancouver's high up there. I think Vancouver's a team, again, they're going to try to make the playoffs, but they're not going to be like a contender. And then I honestly, that's sort of my opinion on every team in Canada. A bunch of them could make the playoffs. I don't think any of them are real contenders. I'd have all of their chances pretty low because I think you're going to run into the buzzsaws of Colorado, Tampa again, Boston. Like Toronto has to go and deal with Boston again next year, which is just great for them, things like that. So I'm not entirely sure. I don't think anyone has a great shot. Leafs, but not the Leafs, says Makoto. Exactly. That's basically the best way you can put it. Marner for Miller and our 9th pick. I really like Mitch Marner, and he wasn't good in the playoffs, right? Like, he just wasn't. But he's a heck of a hockey player. And it might be your standard guy needs a change of scenery, too much pressure on him in the playoffs. Now, moving him to a team like Vancouver, if you want less pressure on a guy, that's not the right move, right? If you're thinking, oh, Marner just needs to be in a place where there's less eyes just focused, lasered in on him like they are in Toronto. Well, if he comes to Vancouver and they trade something like Miller in the 9th pick or more, well, then you're looking at, again, just all of Vancouver staring at this guy and saying, you better produce in the playoffs, bud. And again, I don't think that's, that if that's the problem, that's not going to work. Now you send him to something like Arizona or something like that, and then you're looking at a guy who, maybe would do better out of the limelight a little bit. But that's just my sort of thought. Cienitz. Hi, Parker. Congrats on getting 2K. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. I saw your message earlier. Thank you for that. Man, it's so easy for me to lose track on these. So how you doing? Says, who'd you like the Canucks to get in the draft with their pick? So when it comes to the draft, really all that all of us do is we look at the rankings of every board and we sort of just amalgamate them in our mind until we pick one. I've heard really good things. Again, I forget their names. Mackenzie draft. What was his name? Kent? Kent something? Kent Johnson? Is that right? Yeah, Kent Johnson. I've heard really good things about. I mean, he had that Pettersson comparable. So that would be good. Again, I just hope that they take whoever's the highest on their draft board and they don't focus on something like position or something silly like that. Where I kind of get into the thought of, like, I'm like, yeah, I kind of want them to take a forward because it's more likely that forward would play next year. But also the Canucks really need some D-men, and they also really need some forwards. They have a lot of holes, hey? But I think at that point, you take the best player available. Defensemen are probably more valuable. If a guy like Luke Hughes or Brandt Clark were to somehow fall, then I think you're making I don't think you can really miss there. You can't really go wrong. There's also some great names, right? Like Chaz Lucius, sick hockey name. Mason McTavish is a sick name. There's a Xavier Burgo way down there. Just some cool, lots of cool names in there. All right, man, you guys are typing faster than I am talking. Ed says, congratulations. Thank you very much, Ed. Lincoln, your arm was sore. The only symptom? Yeah, same with me. 2 days until Canucks After Dark. That is right. Canucks After Dark every Monday night. You can search that up on YouTube if you're a Canucks fan. Also, podcast versions up wherever you get your podcasts. What do you want to see as a Canucks full-time logo / uniform? Asks Scott Wonder. I'm kind of fine with the current jerseys and everything. Like, I think I like the blue and green. Yes, I like the black skate a lot. I think the blue and green sort of fits Vancouver a little bit more, very foresty, oceany. I kind of like their setup now. If you could stick with the regular jersey and then go with the black skate, maybe like 10 nights a year, something like that. I think you got a winning combo there. Bruins right side for D other than McAvoy. I'm not sure. I don't know if there's a question there, Matthew. I'm sorry. But Charlie McAvoy's a stud. I think Canada's going to run away with the gold medal next year. Can Russia, USA make it close? I'm just rooting for Canada, USA final. USA does have a pretty stacked team, right? You have Austin Matthews, you have Brock Besser, you've got a ton of really solid players. Canada, to me, is a little iffy in net. Now, again, we're talking about guys like Carey Price, Marc-Andre Fleury, who have been excellent. Maybe a guy like Mackenzie Blackwood, potentially as like your third. But again, we're talking about older guys, and we're talking, 8 months down the road. Now, both Price and Fleury have been absolutely ridiculous in the playoffs so far. But again, can be kind of a concern. Again, I'm just so excited for NHL players at the Olympics again. That it's going to be a lot of fun. HSM, yes, that's a good point. You're always here. I've done quite a bit of modding for this stream because I wasn't sure how it would go going into this one. With some of the feedback, we'll say, from that Scheifele video, but that's okay. Where were we? Miller produces better than Marner in the playoffs. From what we've seen, yes. But I still think Marner's a better player. And again, if Marner were to turn that around, whether that's being a product of his current environment or something like that, then I wouldn't be... I mean, I'd love to have Marner on this team, to be honest. I realized in the playoffs they didn't put the Stanley Cup playoffs writing beside the blue line this year, didn't they? I didn't notice that, but I guess that is always there. Weird. That is actually really weird that they wouldn't do that. Especially without... I was going to say, like, with no fans in the stands, maybe it doesn't matter, but, I mean, everyone watches on TV anyways. That's interesting, though. Isaiah, I'm new here. Hello, welcome. Glad you're here, Isaiah. Do you think the Habs have a chance to sweep the Jets? They do. And let's take a little pull up here and take a look, right? So Montreal's up 2-1, and the thing is, like, both of these teams have elite goalies, right? The Jets really, I think, overachieved against Edmonton, and Edmonton really underachieved, and that's why it was a sweep. Sort of a perfect storm against Edmonton there. I don't really have much thought on this series because we're looking at two goalies who both are going to steal games. So yes, they do have a chance to sweep. However, I would not be surprised to see like a Hellebuck shutout in the next two games to break the sweep. We're talking about games that are going to be decided by a goal or two, and there's just so much luck involved at that point, right? When you're talking about one goal, a difference on 60 shots, there's so much variables there. So I think I'd be fine with it. I like the Habs, but it would be could go either way. Coach Rob says congratulations. Thank you. GL, see that move by Setch in the World Championships? Oh yeah, that was excellent. That move, nice little behind the legs from the back to the backhand, nice little feed to Mangiapane. Beautiful, a beautiful move. Man, I miss Stetcher. Aisha, thank you for the congratulations on 2K. Cietis, do you think Canada will win gold in the Worlds tomorrow? I think so. I believe. I mean, they struggled so much at the beginning of the season, at the beginning of the World Championships, but they've just been on a run. I hope so, at least. That would be sweet. Karsten, what position do the Canucks need the most? Need the most? I'm gonna say just defense, right? You've got Edler sort of at the end of the rope there. You've got Yule Levy, who hasn't impressed that much. Now Rathbone's going to step in nicely, but I think defense is very important. However, there's a lot of holes that this team has, right? A top six winger, for example. The Canucks need one of those. Bottom six players that cost less than $1.5 million would be nice too. Basically everything but goalie, the Canucks need to firm up, and the problem is they don't really have the room to do it. So I'm not sure exactly what they're going to try to do this year. Krista Marcos says Luke Hughes is going to the Devils. You'd think so. If the thing is, they might view Luke Hughes as not as good as, he might be their second best player available when it gets to them in the draft. And then they have to think, is it worth maybe taking who we have on our boards as potentially a worse player because he's Jack's brother? It's kind of a weird dynamic where you don't want to make Jack upset, but also you want to pick the best player available. And it's kind of a weird dynamic. Anna says, gonna go grab a special orange soda. Nice. Hello, welcome. Who'd have Rathbone, Lynn, Gadjevich, and Lockwood do you think makes the team next season? Oh, you think Rathbone will? I agree on that. I don't think that's... I think Rathbone's cemented his spot, especially with the lack of depth on the Canucks blue line. That just makes the most sense to me. And he's exciting. Did the R Hockey bump bring out some interesting comments? The interesting comments were there from the start. Basically, it was like an 85-15 ratio. If you look at the like-dislike ratio, it's like 85% likes. However, more people who are upset about something will interact with it than people who are happy about something. So it was probably more like 90-10 on people who agreed and disagreed. And I think that's what we saw in sort of the Twitter world, right? Most polls that went out and said, like, do you think it was a good hit or a bad hit? Is usually about 90-10. Just people, what blows me, this is the most surprising thing to me. Who are the people leaving? So that video has, actually, let me check. Let me check how many comments that video has at this point. That video has, come on, load. That video has 1,700 comments. Now, who are the people leaving the 1,700th comment? Or for that matter, even the 600th comment? Because who's seeing them anymore, right? So what's happened the last couple of days is the only people still looking this video up and still like searching for the Scheifele hit are people who were upset that he got suspended. Everyone else has sort of moved on. So all of the comments in the last, you know, basically 48 hours have been just people yelling into the abyss about how mad they are at me. It's like, I don't even see those comments, right? Like I see the number going up and I'm like, well, I'm just not going to read those, right? I don't think our hockey was the issue there. Our hockey did get me probably about 30,000 views on that video. So fine with me. Salty Wings and Avs fan, what up? Well, you shouldn't be too salty. The Avs are crushing it. Hope you're doing well. HSM, what is the NHL going to do when the second round is over and a Canadian team has to face an American team? They are going to watch the Canadian team get crushed, most likely. Marjorie, you left a 5-star review in Canucks After Dark. Have you seen the new Canucks hats being revealed next week? Thank you for the 5-star review. They usually take a couple days to process, so hopefully it'll be up by Monday and we can read it out on the show. The new hats, yeah, they're kind of bad. Honestly, I don't love them. I like how sort of eccentric Petey was. He's like, let's just throw the jersey on the hat. And it's like, all right, hell yeah, I guess. But I'm not sure I'm going to be picking any of those up. Noah likes the chill music. Thank you. I'm glad it's nice. Canucks reverse retro should have been green and white skate with blue background. And blue with blue and green and white okay, sorry, I'm just bad at reading. Green and white skate with blue background at home, and then with blue and green and white back. Okay, I kind of see what you're saying. So it should have been a skate basically on the regular jersey. That would have been interesting. But I don't know if that logo would have really worked in blue and green very well. They use the area below the blue line for ad space. Right. I forgot about that. They got to get that money. Thank you, Benning, for Stetcher. Yeah, honestly, Stetcher's just a gem. And he's just like a super good dude. Like, at the end of the day, he's like a 5'6" defenseman at best. But, you know, you love having that guy on your team because he's always giving it his all. Declan asks, yes or no on the new hat designs? No. Not really, no. Not a big fan. Hughes to Detroit. I don't know why Hughes would go to Detroit. Unless you're talking Luke Hughes. Then that would make a little bit more sense. That would be a fine pickup by then. Especially with how Sider's looking. That would be a really strong combo. Karsten, wow, we need a top 6 winger. It's almost like we had one of those, the initials TT. Yeah. Thanks, Karsten. You're right. Who do you think the Canucks lose to Seattle? And how good do you think Seattle will be next year? The Canucks are going to lose someone fairly inconsequential. Whether it's like a bottom 6 forward or like a Cole Lind maybe. Or if they went and acquired someone, like maybe someone a little bit better. I don't think you should be concerned about who the Canucks lose to Seattle. It's kind of a good thing the expansion draft's happening, honestly, for them. It's not going to be... I'll do a video on that probably in the next couple of weeks before the expansion draft lists come out for sure. So make sure you're subscribed if you aren't already. Join one of the 2,000 people. Jesper Wallstedt will go to Detroit. Yeah, I'm going to do a lot of scouting in the next little bit here. Lincoln got an Austin Matthews mini stick. Why? I mean, I live right by Tim Hortons, and I went there yesterday, and I had I order on the app ahead of time because they have like coupons in there, and I looked, and they only had, I think, Shea Weber, Austin Matthews, and one other one. I don't remember who it was. But I said I am not buying those for $6 or whatever it was. Nicole, new Canucks fan here, just wanted to say hi. Hello, welcome, Nicole. Ed, yeah, the hats aren't as good as last time. No, that black hat, I don't remember who designed it, but the black hat with the gold skate logo on it was so fire. I wish I bought one of those. Do you think the NHL will go back to regular divisions next season? Absolutely, they will. Lucas, thank you very much for the congratulations. Who out of the 3 Vezina noms do you see winning? So who were they? It was Vasilevsky, Grubauer, and was Hellebuck one of them? Fleury. I could see it being Fleury. I think it's going to be Vasilevsky though. I'd be fine with it being either of them. I don't think Grubauer was as good as either of them this year. So it's going to be either Fleury or Vasilevsky. Don't really care who. Hey Kanaki, how's it going? Would you consider doing live streams at games once fans are let back in? So not during the game, but I was thinking at some point, you know, maybe like a post game something from like outside the arena after the game, something like that. Hello, Caden, how you doing, brother? Casey, if the Kraken take Louis, you'll buy one of their hats. Yes, let's fund the Kraken for Louis Eriksson campaign here. Canuck, you entered the giveaway. Good call. By the way, everyone who's here, we do have a giveaway going on tonight at 8:30. Link at the top of the description there. It's going to be, you get a hat of your choice, basically of your choice of team. I'll ship one out to you. And then we're going to do basically a marbles marathon to decide the winner of that. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So make sure you stay tuned for that and go enter your info. All I need is a name, a way to contact you, and the team that you want the hat for. And then if you win, I'll send you a message. We'll get it shipped out. Harry, how's it going? Hello, hello. Hope you are well. I am good. Thank you for asking. See, I had a 2 in store and they had the Pedersen stick. It just wasn't available on the app. That's how they get you. I just hate talking to people. I don't want to have to talk to the people in the store, you know? You like the Demko hats? Yeah, the Demko one's fine. It's better than the Pedersen one. Who do you think will win the Calder? I think it'll be Kaprizov running away with it. He's so good. Would you ever do a video on your ideal 32 team NHL, asks Lucas. I'm not sure exactly what you mean. Like what cities the teams would be in? Elaborate a little bit. Saboteur blank Messier. Nice. It was Bose with the gold, says Aisha. Yeah, that one was sick. Natasha also supporting that. Harry says he subscribed just now. I saw that. Thank you for that. I want to be able to actually have those pulled up, but you know, I do see those subs coming in occasionally. So thank you guys. I'm actually going to check, refresh it. 2013. Jesus. I'm going to close this window here. The wind coming in is rattling my door back and forth, and it's very obnoxious. It's still rattling. Okay. Wow, it's so much quieter in here now. How do you think Elias Pettersson will have a great season next year? Asks Brian. I think he'll do well. I think he obviously battled that injury. I think he's going to trade hard in the summer. And the thing is, I can't doubt Elias Pettersson. He works too hard. He's so skilled. I'm just not worried about Pettersson. The Canucks are going to need him to be good, but I think he will be. Canuck, yes. What city did I grow up in? Mostly Langley, a bit in Abbotsford, basically just the Fraser Valley all around. Lucas, go ahead, shoot me a DM. That's fine. Marjorie says maybe Quinn's hat will be better than Demko's and PD. I hope so. I want to buy one. Lincoln asks, are you going to shotgun? Because he threatened to unsub if I didn't, but I don't have anything to shotgun in the house. I don't have any cans of anything except for like a Mike's Hard Lemonade, but that sounds like terror. That just sounds awful. So I don't want to do that. Demko's the best hat. Yeah, I think so far. GL asks, where do you think Virtanen is next year? In Russia, it would be my bet. Lucas, cities align with the works. Would you have Phoenix or not, for example? That's interesting. Yeah, that's a good idea. Let me throw that on the list. 32 team ideal. I got my video ideas list here. Always open. What was my favorite subject in school growing up? If we're talking like academic wise, it was probably like something math related, because that's what I was good at. Science was stressful for me because you had to remember things and I didn't like that. And English, I was lazy. If it's anything, then I will take PE every time. I took an extra term of PE in grade 12 for fun because I didn't want to do anything else. HSM. Oh, sorry, I missed Salty Wings Avs fan. Would you like the Ducks to draft Johnson? Yeah, Kent Johnson. I think so. I haven't watched a lot of his stuff, but everything I've heard is pretty positive. You know, they've sort of compared his style to Pettersson. And I mean, you can't have enough good centermen, right? So I would not hate that. Man, I keep skipping. I keep losing things. Okay. HSM. It's great to see Clay brought his subscribers here to support you too. Yeah, Clay's been great. I mean, he found out about me when I had like 100 subs, and he was super supportive the whole way. And then for him to do Canucks After Dark with me, I mean, I just DM'd him out of the blue, and we had never spoken like in person or like on a phone before, just in like messages and like Twitter mentions. But no, he's great. So yeah, it's what player from the Canes do you think the Canucks should target that wouldn't be protected in the expansion draft? Let's actually look this up. That's a good conversation. Let's take a look. Hurricanes mock draft expansion list. Does this say? Okay, so the options are a guy like Jake Bean, who would probably be he probably would get picked, I think. Jake Bean's pretty good. Brady Shea's also an option, but I think he's expensive. But if you could, you know, make a move for a Jake Bean, right? How has Jake Bean been? I just like notice his name a lot. God, Jake Bean's younger than me and he's going to be exposed in the draft. Like, I think he's a good player. You know, the Canucks need defensemen, right? So if you could be like, hey, you're going to lose this guy anyways, we'll give you a third for him or a fourth for him. You know, and he's not cost controlled, but he's an RFA. So, you know, you'd have to re-sign him, but it wouldn't be too expensive. Then yeah, I think that would be a cool maneuver. But I just don't think the Canucks are smart enough to do that. Thank you, Melissa, for holding the door shut. That is very nice of you. Stop the rattling. Harry, huge fan of the Canucks Orca design. The jerseys are sharp. Yeah, honestly, the Canucks jerseys I really like them. Lots of people hate the Orca because it's like a corporate logo, but they made Orca Bay around the Canucks when they did that, and I think it's a good logo. Madison was kind of disappointed in Petey's hat. Yeah, I don't really blame you. Shotgun water for all I care. Do we have water bottles? I have a SodaStream bottle, but that won't work. I don't have anything I can cut a hole in. I'll think about it. Lincoln. We'll figure something out for you. Do you think Arizona gets relocated? Probably not anytime soon. I think they're gonna do something there. I think Bettman likes Arizona too much for whatever reason. Noah, did you see Krejci spear Barzal? I sure did. Ouch. That was... Ouch. Yeah, wouldn't like that very much. I mean, I've been there. Lucas, despite your affiliation to the Canucks officially, you do believe the Coyotes are on a tightrope. Yeah, I mean, Houston would be a fine move. Houston or Quebec City or something like that would be good for the sport. Be sweet. Anna says she's back. Congratulations, proud and happy for me. Thank you very much, Anna. I really appreciate that. I know Canuck Clay. Yes, we do. If you didn't know, we do a show together every Monday night, 10 p.m. Pacific on the Canucks After Dark YouTube channel. There's also a bunch of podcast episodes. There's 8 of them up already on your podcast platform of choice, whether it's Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all of those sorts of things. Did you see the Canes Stadium Series jerseys? They look sick. I don't think are they? I don't remember. I'm sure I'll know when I see them. Are they these? Are they these like blacked out ones? No, that's a concept. Leak reveals. Oh, I see them now. Yeah, those are sharp. They're basically like the hurricane flag warning one but with the old logo on it, or the regular logo on it. Yeah, I think those look pretty sharp. I love the red on black with like no white on it. That's a pretty slick look. Where were we? Being a solid. Yep, I believe a Winter Classic between the Kraken and the Canucks will be a thing. Yeah, do that at CenturyLink or at Lumen Field or whatever they renamed it to. I'd go. Oh, I'd go in a heartbeat. 68,000 fans at the Clink watching Kraken and Canucks. Oh, that'd be sick. Chanel says congrats. Thank you very much. HSM, do you think Benning gets fired after next season? Depending on how this one goes, I think if the Canucks miss the playoffs, then yes. But if they show any progress, I think, you know. Lucas says, let's see Parker chug a brew. I don't have any, except, okay, Melissa says we have a can of pale ale in the fridge. It's like a 7% tall boy. So no. I'll drink it, like, normally, but I'm not shotgunning that. I've seen a Canucky says, I've seen a Canuck jersey with V's on the sleeve and bottom of the jersey instead of a straight line. I think it'd be fine. I'm always down for some fun little tweaks to jerseys. Oh, it's not a tall boy. I'm not shotgunning it though. Yeah, that's 6.5%, but I don't know. I'll drink it later. Sure. Yeah, I've got a drink already. Thank you. Favorite panelist on Hockey Night in Canada? It's probably Bieksa right now. If you're talking one of the OGs, probably Friedman, maybe David Amber. I don't really like Kelly Rudy. I don't know. Pour water into the iced tea can. I don't have an iced tea can. What do you think I have an iced tea can? Kim, do you see the Canucks buying anyone out? They probably buy out Virtanen because it's only like a $500K cap penalty if they do. Yeah, I do think that they'll also, maybe use another one. Benning even said we're going to be aggressive. So I hope so. If the NHL wants a team back in Quebec City, what team relocates? It would probably be Arizona. Coach Robs, it's a great show. Canucks After Dark. Yes, it is. What, if any, hockey memorabilia do you collect? I collect hockey cards, and some of my favorite are a rookie autograph of Demko and a patch card of Sedins and Luongo. I don't collect hockey cards, although I do have an order of hockey cards coming in for a video idea. But I'll tell you guys about that when it happens. They should be here in like a couple weeks. I have a bunch of jerseys. I think I have like 8 Canucks jerseys, maybe more. I just buy jerseys a lot. Probably an expensive one, but JMLI, what do I do for a living? I work for a software company. Matthew, when is Marble Marathon starting? 8:30. So that's part of the giveaway. If you guys haven't already, you can enter down below. Link at the top of the description. I just need your name, a way to contact you if you win, and the team that you want your hat of. We're going to do maybe 5, maybe more races of marbles. I think just 5 was sort of the plan. Unless it's tied, then we'll do another one. But we're going to do 5 marble races to determine who wins the hat. So that's sort of the idea there. And it's a hat of your choice. Brand new hat. We'll ship it out to you. It'll be fun. Christopher thinks the Florida Panthers will get moved. Maybe. I think they're better off than Arizona, though. Shotgun a Coca-Cola. No, I don't have anything. I don't have cans of stuff. Coach Rob, perfect drink to it. I just don't feel like it, guys. Leave on how much money to attempt the shorty. Or the shotty. This isn't even my beer. Like, my buddy left it at my house a year ago, and we just put it in the fridge, and then he hasn't visited in a bit, so I don't know. I just don't think that's I don't think that's on the agenda tonight. I'm surprised you knew it was Phillips, though. I didn't even know if I showed much of it. GL, do you follow Donnie and Dolly? I think they're great. Yeah, I watch sometimes while I'm working, because I have my TV just up here and I work here. So sometimes I'll just throw it on and just listen to it in the background. Yeah, I think they are the second best show on the radio / video / whatever right now. Actually, third best. Canucks After Dark, then Halford and Bruff, and then Donnie and Dolly. Thoughts on Quinn Hughes? Had an off year this year, but again, he's got such a raw skill level that I'm not too concerned. I mean, at the end of the day, he's like a 20-year-old defenseman. Most defensemen don't play in the NHL this young, and he's got 2 seasons under his belt. Not concerned. Monotone, what do you think it'll take to eliminate the Lightning? The Avalanche, I think is what it's going to take. It's going to take a team that is just leagues ahead at scoring goals, because Vasilevsky's been so good. It's going to be 2 just unstoppable forces running into each other, which will be exciting. Excuse me. Lucas, planning on getting tickets to the Abbey AHL next season and potentially getting merch? Yeah, I'm definitely going to go to a couple games, for sure. No reason not to. And getting merch, probably. Maybe I'll grab a jersey. I want to see what it looks like first, but I might as well, right? It's a local team. Ed, favorite Canucks jersey? It's probably the black skate. Just like it's a hot jersey. And then I love the yellow flying V because it's kind of ugly, but it's awesome at the same time. Raw will be back a bit before 8:30. Awesome. Lincoln, you'd love to meet me someday. You live in the mainland too. I think, I've been brainstorming something that maybe I'll propose to Clay to do some sort of gathering once everyone's vaccinated. Wait, is it NHL hats or can it be other leagues? Asks Kanucky. As long as I can reasonably order it to wherever you live, then sure. I don't really care. If you win, we'll sort it out in DMs. Hello, JK. Hello. So Miller, wing on first or second line or center on the third line? I think Miller is best as a center. I just don't think the Canucks have enough top 6 firepower to... I don't think the Canucks have enough top 6 firepower to put Miller on the third line. They don't have the talent. Like, if we're talking about a team like Tampa Bay, where you could put like a JT Miller, I mean, he played for them obviously, but you can put like a higher skill guy on the third line and just sort of like roll your top 3, then that's a whole nother story. But with the Canucks, you'd be putting him with like Tyler Mott and like Podkolzin, which Podkolzin will be fine, but like you shouldn't have, Tyler Mott shouldn't be on one of your prime scoring lines. He should be like a nice little fourth line piece. Where were we? Favorite MLB team, if you have one? The Mariners. Nice and local. Been to a handful of games there. Ed says, come on, shotgun. Guys, you can't peer pressure me. I didn't know if it was from Victoria, Levon, but that's good to hear. I want to go to Victoria. Sir Niels says, dup. I think that meant sup. Hello. Hope you're good. When do you think DiPietro will be NHL ready? For goalies, it's kind of a crapshoot. He'll need a couple more years, at least. So I'd say maybe 2-3 years. What's that? Kevin with the $7 super chat. Thank you very much, Kevin. Very much appreciated. And he also says, happy 2K, buddy. You're going places. I really appreciate that. Kevin, welcome to the stream. Wings and Avs fan. I hope Carolina somehow comes back to beat Tampa. I think that would be awesome. I really like the Hurricanes. They just seem awesome, and a fun team. Lucas, I think the Coyotes will move to Houston. The NHL wants Houston first. Yeah, I've heard that too. And then Florida, Quebec City, maybe. I just don't really see Florida moving, but I guess it could happen. What do I know, right? Oh man, it's scrolling. Happy birthday, Shannon. Everyone give happy birthdays to Shannon, 52. Happy birthday. Lucas joins the VIPs. Welcome to the VIPs. Kanaki, can I change my hat then? Yeah, well, if you win, then I'll message you and then we can sort it out. It's not really a set in stone thing. It's just so I have an idea. Monotone Cube, I really don't want Tampa to repeat this year. They're looking unstoppable right now. Yeah, I don't like repeats that much. I think they'll have trouble against Colorado. But yeah, they do look really good. Would you be mad if Jim traded the 9th overall pick? Asks Eason. It really depends on what it's for. It would need a real good return for that. Lots of shout outs to Kevin and Shannon in the chat. And then Lucas, everyone. Awesome. Wings and Avs fan, can the Canucks go after Deneau? I mean, they could. I don't know if they would. I haven't really looked into I don't know what their expansion draft looks like. I'll look at their article here. Dano, they're gonna probably, it looks like, just based on this one article I pulled up, he'd probably be on their protected list. I like Dano a lot. I think he's a really good player. He's 28 though. I think the Canucks need to, the more older guys the Canucks acquire, in like old I say, but like that like 29 to 30 plus, it starts to get a little risky, because you're sort of constricting your window, right? You're basically saying, all right, we've got this guy for the next 2 years. Well, we might as well go for it now, right? And I think the idea should be give yourself as many shots as possible, because even if you create an excellent team, like let's say Colorado has, that you still have to get through a Vegas, a Tampa, and all these other really good teams. So having like a 1 or 2 year window, the odds just aren't good enough that you'll actually win a Stanley Cup. So just give yourself as much chance as possible. I might have missed something here. No, I didn't miss anything yet. Thoughts on the Astros cheating in 2017? Yeah, I'm not a fan of cheating. So I will say I am against the Astros cheating. Screw the Astros. There you go. Canuckies gotcha. When do you see it asks, when do you think the when do you see the Sens getting into the playoffs? They're gonna need a couple years. I mean, they looked decent at the end of this year. They need some time though. They need, I mean, Brady Tkachuk's really good, but they'll need him to mature a bit more. I mean, Shabbat's excellent. I think goaltending is where they're gonna need something to work out here. Yes, Lucas, I know you work for them. Is there an age limit for the giveaway? I don't think so. I don't think there's any laws around that. Like I'm sending you a hat. So no. Don't tell the cops. I mean, you shouldn't have a YouTube account legally if you're under 13 or whatever it is, but I mean, it's a hat. Lucas, what would a Canucks Sam Reinhart trade look like in your opinion? Yeah, I mean, he's sort of on the chopping block there, hey? So he's 25. He'll be 26 in November. We're talking about a guy who's, you know, he scores at a good pace. Like, he could be a like, he's a center. Like, he'd be a really good second line center. Or maybe, you know, if he goes on the wing, you know, bring him home, right? I don't know what contract situation he'd be looking for, though. He's an RFA, so you'd have to trade for him. I wouldn't trade the 9th pick for him, though. I don't know. Where were we? Are you optimistic that this upcoming season are you optimistic, asks Monotone, that this upcoming season will be better for the Canucks? Better? Yeah, it's a pretty low bar. It better be. I think so. I mean, you're bringing Pettersson back. Hopefully Quinn Hughes has a better year. I think there was just a bit of underperforming all around. And the Canucks, you know, ran into some trouble early in the season. I think it'll be hard to be worse. Unless there's some really bizarre moves that get made. Isn't Dano a UFA? Is he? He might be. Yeah, he is. Interesting. I didn't know his contract was up. Have they not re-signed him yet? Well, maybe they could just grab him. I don't know what it would take, though. He made $3 million the last few years. He might want to raise. Yeah, I mean, if you could just grab him, if it's cheap. Predictions for the Pacific Division standings next season. That's going to be interesting. Because it could really... I mean, like, let's take a look, right? We're looking at... you got Vegas, Edmonton, Vancouver, Calgary, Arizona, Anaheim, LA. Oh, no, but Arizona's moving out. Seattle's moving in. So, like, I think Vegas is still at the top by a mile. Edmonton's probably number 2. I think, like, Seattle, Vancouver, Calgary will be that cluster in the middle. And then the California teams at the bottom would be my guess. Asian Goalie says, congrats for the 2K, well deserved. Thank you very much. I love the dab emote. Believe fans will be back in October, just a hunch. Yeah, I totally expect that. That's not a surprise at all. Everything's going to be open by then. JK, join the giveaway when we're doing marbles. We're going to do that all at 8:30, so about 40 minutes from now. So if you haven't already, there's 30 of you already entered. You can join the giveaway in the description. It's going to be a Marbles Grand Prix, 5 races to determine the winner of the giveaway. Besser's a dark horse Richard. Oh, sorry, I skipped one. I'll come back to that one. Wow, I skipped a couple. Justin, so Saber's going to have 2 franchise D-men after the draft, but probably nothing else. Yeah. We'll see what happens with the whole Eichel saga, the Reinhardt thing. I mean, it's gonna be wild. But yeah, 2 potentially franchise defensemen for sure, with Power and Dahlin. With Buffalo drafting 1, who do you think Eichel gets traded in the offseason? Yeah, if he's that unhappy, I mean, if he asks for a trade, what are they gonna do? Not trade him? Like, technically they don't have to, but like, he just won't play. It really do. If he wants to get traded, then he'll get traded. I don't think Buffalo has any chance of winning a trade for Eichel though. Like, they're gonna get it just sucks for Buffalo. Wings Niles fan, Besser is a dark horse Richard winner. That would be sweet. Yeah, I mean, he can score goals. He really can score goals. It would need to be sort of a perfect storm though. He'd really need to pop off. It would need Pettersson to have an elite season. But I mean, if you're looking at, you know, playing on the power play with Pettersson and Hughes constantly, and being out on the ice with Pettersson and Hughes, I really see, you know, the options are there, right? The ability's there if he can step up his goal scoring, just take it one little notch higher. Would you rather, by Kanaki, Hughes with a 70-point, 20-goal season with bad defensive play, or 40 to 50 points and 10 goals with amazing defensive play? I think the latter is more valuable. Now, if we were talking like 15 to 20 points with amazing defensive play, then I'd say I'd probably go with the 70 points. But if we're talking like 40 to 50, then I think the defensive play is more valuable, because you're still getting elite defensive, or you're still getting elite offensive play from Hughes. But yeah, I think you'd go 40 to 50 with amazing defensive play. Marble races are at 8:30. And that's the giveaway, is our 5 marble races we're doing. I've got a bunch of, it's going to be awesome. I've done some pre-production for it too. So make sure you're signed up, top of the description link there. I'll even, here, I'll throw the send. Actually, hold on. Where's the link? Notepad. Copy. And then go here. Oh my goodness. Am I just this disorganized? Live. And then paste. There you go. You can click on that link. Noah, leave a way to contact in the entrance, in the entry. There's a field that literally says, "Oh, give me a way to contact you," whether it's a link to your YouTube channel, because then I can message you, or your Twitter handle, Discord, email, something like that, and I'll be able to reach out to you. Arizona big losing the realignment. Yeah, that they're going to a tough division. Monotone, what's the one thing the Canucks need to focus on improving the most in this offseason? I think the one thing that they need to improve upon is cap space management and asset management. Now, if we're talking just roster construction, then it's the defense. Absolutely, the defensive side. I think the Canucks have enough scoring prowess, not enough to be a contender, but enough to be a decent enough team that can make the playoffs if their defense is better. Lucas, who do you want the Canucks to sign or trade for in the summer? Not Seth Jones. And basically, I don't know, somewhat just people that are cost controlled and have good value. I don't have any like specific examples that I've really thought of yet. But yeah. Edits, what do you think? Lucas says, you think Eichel gets traded to the Western Conference? That wouldn't surprise me too much. Edits, what do you think Höglander's ceiling is? I think his ceiling is probably his absolute ceiling would be like a maybe like 50 to 60 point guy, maybe like a guy that you either have on like a really good second liner or like a mid-tier top liner. I don't think he gets there. I think he'll be a pretty good second liner in the NHL, putting up 50 points, something like that, which again, super valuable piece to have. You can see the Kings trading for Eichel. Interesting. HSM asking, in your opinion, what's going to happen for the Canucks first? Winning the draft lottery or winning the cup? I mean, for both of these, I think we're talking years down the line. I think the Canucks, if the Canucks goal is to start making the playoffs and they just keep making the playoffs, then they won't be able to win the draft lottery for another, say, 10, 15 years. And then in theory, their winning the cup window would be in the next 5 years or so. So technically, I think that's more likely, just because that if either of them is going to happen sooner, it would probably be the cup. Hopefully. But I think the odds of both are so low that I'm going to take, I think it's a 50-50. Yeah, there's no way the Canucks land Eichel. They don't have the cap space or the assets. But I'd take it. Lucas is in. Good. Kevin, who do we think leaves the roster in the off season? I don't know. I mean, let's take a little look see here. Because there's been like the things about like how maybe like Schmidt or Miller weren't happy here. If that's a case where someone just doesn't want to be here, I mean, Virtanen is the obvious choice. Maybe like a Roussel maybe getting like bought out or something could be an option. I mean, Travis Boyd. I think Travis Boyd might be a gimme for that. Or Jimmy Vesey, both of them. Lincoln, you have a wrench next to your name because you're a mod. I wanted to make sure that some of my regulars, I just want a couple extra mods in here just in case we got some people that might have got recommended my stream from that maybe had like negative takes on my Shifley video and just would come in here and call me a dumb idiot. So I was like, all right, let's just have a couple extra people in here just in case. What's your favorite thing to eat at a Canucks hockey game? So my seats were right next to the triple O's on the upper level, so that was usually my go-to. Just something from triple O's, change it up every time. Nothing like a nice happy hour 3-hour dog though. At the happy half hour, you get a $3 dog and like a $6 beer, $8 beer, whatever it was. That's the move. You just get there early enough, crush a couple dogs. Although now that I live closer to the arena, I think my plan is for next year, if I go to a bunch of games, the idea will be probably just go to like the Pint or something before and crush something there. Get some wings or something. All Arizona have is Garland and Chychrun. Going through. Justin works in concessions. That makes sense. Marjorie, can you show us your jersey collection? That's a good idea. If I catch up here, I'll do that. But yeah, I can pull those out. The people want to know, how do you put your Discord name and ID if you're using Discord? You can just copy or just in the bottom left of Discord. Here, can I screenshot this? Does this work? Save. Can I grab that? So in the bottom, oops, that's not what I wanted to do. In the bottom left of Discord, it'll say something like this. Just give you your ID and then like your ID and then like the hashtag number. Just put that in there. Or if you're in the Discord, like, then you're fine because I can just find you there. The idea is if anyone tries to like plagiarize, you know. Marjorie, do you think Rogers Arena will let people attend games? Yeah, I'm like 100% sure that everyone will be back in October. Whether it's full capacity, which I think it would be. But even if it's like 12,000 or something, like, yeah. So yeah, do you think Puck Colson has a chance at the Calder considering the competition next season? I don't know who the competition really is. I mean, I got a list here. So maybe like a Zegras, Byfield. There's competition. There's competition for sure. Did Caulfield play 25 games this year? So Caulfield's an option too. I think Caulfield might be the favorite. Or maybe like a Byfield. But I would... I think he's got a shot for sure. Like, he's going to make the team. And he's got a couple years on some of the guys. Rob, I'll go through. I think we have enough mods for now, but you're definitely high up on the list. I just don't want to, I just can't want to, I just don't want it to be all blues, you know? You know, we'll, if the growth keeps going, then you'll be high up there on the list. HSM, would you consider meeting up with Clay at a game? Absolutely. Yeah, for sure. Maybe we'll do like a Canucks After Dark after a game. But yeah, we might do something like that. Lincoln does the club seats when it goes to Canucks games. Yeah, I like to be on the cheap side. I'm usually upper bowl, usually in like the corner. You know, save the money so I can go to other arenas at some point as well. Wings and Avs fan, love to see Seattle Vancouver playoff series. That would be sick. Christopher, who does Seattle take? There's a bunch of options. It could be like a Lind, or like a Roussel, hopefully. They don't have a lot of options from the Canucks though. Just Incredible in 307. I think mine were in 328 last year. If I remember right. Monotone, who do you want the Canucks to select at the draft? I'm kind of leaning Kent Johnson just because of the Pettersson comparable that we saw. But again, I haven't done a ton of research yet. Yeah, Lucas, I might see you around for sure. It'll be weird if I haven't, like, obviously I have 2,000 subs, haven't been recognized because I've only been doing this for 7 months and we haven't been allowed to go outside and I wear a mask everywhere. But at Canucks games, that might be weird if there's the occasional person who picks me out of the crowd. So yeah, do I think Carey Price will be a first ballot Hall of Famer? Yeah, probably. Noah's in the Discord too. Perfect. Lucas is in retail. Nice, nice, nice. Eason, if the Canucks make the playoffs the next 2 years, will Benning and Green get an extension? If they like barely skate by and get knocked out in the first round, then I don't think so. But if they're like actually looking solid, then yeah, probably. Canucks versus Kraken on Grouse Mountain, Rainier, or Baker or Mount Baker. Yeah, that would be sweet. For Winter Classic, I think they would do it at Lumen Field though, at where the Seahawks play, because you can fit 70,000 people in there almost, and it's an awesome stadium. It's so loud. Think Seattle will consider Hughes for a second pick? I don't think so. Most draft boards have him around 5. I think there's a couple better options that high in the draft. I've heard like Guenther and like Edvinson. There's also like Beniers up there too. I think he's an option. I just don't know if he's going to be the first choice. Rome says if Price wins a cup, he'd be a good case. I think he still has a good case already. Rip our Calder finalist streak. Yeah. Well, maybe next year. Did you hear about the Sarnia Sting drafting a female today? I did. Lucas, I heard that on the radio. I went to pick up lunch and 650 was on. They mentioned it, which is cool. An Abbotsford meetup in the new season would be fun. Yeah. I'm probably going to go to a couple games for sure. Lucas is awaiting word on season ticket memberships. Nice. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do season tickets this year. I was quarters the last couple of years, quarter seasons. I think I might just do sort of like last minute tickets occasionally instead. Just because if I am doing videos, I don't know like how much like Canucks focus I'm going to do next year. I really haven't thought about that. Obviously, most of my viewership's Canucks related. But I'm going to expand a little bit more. And going to more games makes it a little tougher. So we'll see. Chris DeMarco had to change his account because your other one was too long. So your name, you don't have to put your exact name on YouTube. It's just for reference. So that's totally fine, Chris, but thanks for entering. Lincoln, your dad's owner gives us free tickets because he owns Old Spaghetti Factory. Nice. That's a sweet gig. I love Old Spaghetti Factory. I used to go there all the time growing up. And surprisingly, like they got cheap drinks there too. When do you think the Sedins get inducted into the Hall of Fame first ballot? So whenever they're eligible, which I think is 2 years away, something like that. Noah, how long am I streaming for? Until after the giveaway. We'll see how it goes. Maybe a little bit longer after that. But Marbles is at 8:30, so make sure you're entered in that giveaway. We got 37 people in here so far, but there's more than that in the chat. Also, with the like button if you're having a good time hanging out on this lovely Saturday night. Lincoln, someone owns your dad. You did say your dad's owner. Monotone, do you think Kraken will be as good as Vegas was in their first year? No, I think the GMs have sort of smartened up. I think the GMs tried to get too smart with the Golden Knights draft. I think they tried to outsmart themselves, and like you saw that in Florida when they gave up Smith and Marchessault. I think GMs will be a little more like, all right, we're just going to let them take one of our players. We're not going to try to get too fancy. And I think they'll be fine. Like, I think they'll be a decent team, like middle of the pack, but they're not going to be as good as Vegas was. Lucas, meet up near the Roger Nielsen statue. Security will force you out after the game. Close enough. Yeah, I meant like outside, not in the arena. But yeah, maybe we'll, I was thinking like, we just need like a sponsor. We need like the Pint to sponsor us and have us do our show there, or something like that. So, because that would be cool. Seattle Sinks, New Jersey, we get Luke Hughes. Yeah, I think that's sort of the general thought. Who's your pick for next? Justin says, who's your pick for next Canucks Ring of Honor inductee or jersey retirement? I think it'll be Edler into the Ring of Honor. Do you think it'll be 82 game season next year, Noah? Yeah, I think they'll definitely try to do, everything's going to be back to normal next year. Wings Naz fan says, I wish Adidas made a flying V. I do too, because I have the CCM one, and it's like, you know those, you know in like gym class in like elementary school where you'd wear the pennies to designate what team you're on? It's like that material, but like scratchier. It's not a nice material at all. It's really light and cool. Like it's breathable, but it's a terrible material that jersey's made of. Does Van Base ship in the US? I don't know. That is not something I've looked up. US shipping. Sure, it's Googleable, right? Yeah, they ship to Canada, US, international. But if someone's in the States, and even if you want a Canucks hat, I'd probably check other places first, just because shipping's probably expensive. But I'll worry about that. That's for me to worry about. I'm sure they do ship to the US, but I'm sure it's kind of expensive. Yeah, Lucas, the NHL wants to run it all again. So do you think Hall stays with the Bruins? I think so. I don't have a great vibe on it, but I think he probably does. Oh, see, Lucas has it. Lucas has all the answers because he works there. Watch Kraken end up in the final again, says Aisha. I hope not. Ryan, gonna attend any games next year? Yeah, I'll probably go to a handful. Probably just buy some, just hit up StubHub, take the train down, bus, train, all that good stuff, get down there for sure. Harry, can't wait to get back to Rogers Arena and watch as a fan. Am I signed up as a season ticket member next season? So technically I still am, because I was last year and I just never canceled anything. I haven't heard anything back yet though, so like I think they still have my deposit, but I don't know if I'm going to yet to do the quarters again, just because it's kind of a time commitment. HSM, what is the best thing to do during intermission of a Canucks game? You're considering going to a game next season, but not sure. Want to know what people do during intermission there. So food is usually, like, everything's got a lineup at the intermission. Usually what I do, I just hang out in my seat usually for the intermission. You can also go hang out in the team store. You know, I like to do some shopping at the intermission if your seats are close to there. I usually just hang out on my seat, just like go on my phone or watch the Timbits hockey or whatever. Go on Twitter. Eason, favorite NBA team? I rooted for Toronto when they won, but I don't really watch much NBA. I'm gonna go with Portland, I think. Like, it's probably Toronto, but like I want to go to a game in Portland. I went to Portland a few years ago and I drove past the Moda Center and it looked sick. So I'd like to go to a game there. Portland's a pretty cool town. Could the Canucks sign Sam Reinhart during free agency, asks Harry. He's an RFA, so they could not, unless it was an offer sheet, which I doubt they will do. Lincoln or JK says, who do you think are going to be Final Four in the playoffs? I made a video on that. NHL round 2, or predicting the second round, or predicting round 2 of the NHL Stanley Cup playoffs or something like that. What was it called? What was that video called? Second round, predicting round 2 of the NHL or the 2021 Stanley Cup, whatever. That video's doing well. It's got 4,000 views. Nice. I think I said Colorado, Boston, Tampa, and Montreal were my 4 picks. Or maybe I said Winnipeg. Right now, I think it's going to be Montreal, but I might have said Winnipeg in that video. I don't remember. Favorite retro NHL jersey? The Whalers, maybe. That's the first one that comes to my mind. I also really like the Flames jersey. That's like the red with just the white. The one that they currently use is awesome. Lincoln, who do you want to be Canucks GM? If I could pick anyone, maybe like Chris McFarland, who's the Avs assistant GM right now, sort of Sakic's right-hand man. Rob says he always stays in your seat during the WHL games when you go to them. Fair enough. Yeah, I usually... Oh, Lucas, you can get concert merch ahead of time pre-ordered? Smart. I went, yeah, that's a good idea, because the merch lines at concerts suck. See, it's a player's jersey you want to get that's not on the Canucks. I think McKinnon's my favorite non-Canuck right now. So it'd probably be his. And also the Avs have pretty dope jerseys. Harry also works at the Canucks team store. Nice. Justin makes some good intermission points. Harry asks, do I have NHL 21? I do. And I'll probably be streaming it on Twitch sometime. So if you guys want, I have a Twitch link in the description. I've only streamed there once recently, but gonna start doing that occasionally. Lucas says Moda Center is built for NHL's plug and play. Interesting. Maybe they'll do like a preseason game there or something. Thoughts on Nylander? He's a good player. He's a really good player. What was that? Is that a Twitch follower that was? I don't have my feed up. I wondered why that was a different... Yeah, it was a Twitch follower. Thanks for following me on Twitch, Ed. That scared me. I was like, that's not a sound that I've heard before. Let me turn my light on here. Brighten up the... Hold on one sec. This lamp is perched very precariously on my desk. Okay. Where was I? Thoughts on Nylander? Yeah, I think Nylander's a good player. Alligator, thanks for the Twitch follow. Nice. I'm also gonna move this alert box if I can. I'm gonna put it up in this corner. Harry says, who do you think will win the series, Montreal or Jets? You're originally from Winnipeg. Interesting. I think that the Habs win it. But I could see it going either way, because again, it's 2 goalies who are just so good. Kevin, does the GOAT Louis Eriksson ever play again? Probably not in the NHL. Probably not. I think he's we might be able to go see him in Abbotsford though. Am I right? Let's go. That's okay. This is the move. Going to an AHL game in Abbotsford and buying a Louis Eriksson jersey. Oh, that's it. That's the play. That would be awesome. NXIM, I don't know what you're talking about. HSM, were you shocked when fans showed a fire Gillis in 2014? Not really. I didn't watch a lot of Canucks hockey those couple of years, like 2014, 2015, as much. I started watching basically every game a few years back again. Harry, do you have Xbox or PS5? I have an Xbox One and a PS4, but Xbox is because most of the games I play on PC. I literally only have the Xbox for NHL because my friends do, and that's it. This is bothering me a lot. Let's do that. John, congratulations on 2000. Thank you very much, John. Predictions on tomorrow's gold medal game. I hope Canada takes it, but I haven't watched any of the tournaments so far, so I don't really know. Lucas, I haven't gone to, during the concerts, I haven't gone to a concert there in a few years. It was the Kanye concert a few years back. And it wasn't even like in van base. It was like a table. It's like a random table. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Monotone, favorite memory from the 2011 run. It was probably the Burrows goal, slaying the dragon. Some tears were shed that night. Or the Burrows goal at the end of game 2 in overtime. Going down. Noah, what? Thank you everyone who's following me all over the place. Thank you guys. Noah, what hockey video have you made that's been your favorite so far? That's a really good question. I mean, if we're talking, the one that has given me the most joy after the fact was my, I mean, it was the Shifley one. I mean, super unfortunate situation, but I mean, it got 130,000 views, which was, and like 500 subs from it, which was crazy. Honestly, recently, I think my, my Hurricanes video when they beat the Predators in round 1, that only got like 400 views, but I thought I did a really good job on it. I think my Jim Benning video was pretty good. It wasn't my favorite to make because I was angry, but I think it was well done. And my other Jim Benning one that I made like 4 months ago, going through all the moves he's made. Now, I wasn't as good at making videos 4 months ago, but I put a lot of work into that one. Would you rather have William Nylander or Nick Ehlers? I think Ehlers. Lucas also has NHL 21 for both consoles. So do I. Wow. Actually, do I have 21 for both? I might have only had 20 for PS4. Noah, favorite ride at the PNE? I wasn't a big rides guy, and I haven't been to the PNE in a long time. I liked the corkscrew the one time I went on it, but I just wasn't a big rides guy. I don't know. I've only been to the PNE a handful of times. Thoughts on the 2011 riot? I think it was a lot of people who weren't even Canucks fans and just saw the opportunity to riot and thought there'd be zero consequences. And I think all the jokes about it are so lame. It's like, get some new material. Justin, yeah, Mangiapane looking like a solid player, and Stetcher sick play after the other game. Yeah, I talked about that earlier. It was sick. Are the Sedins and or Luongo making the Hall of Fame? Yeah, I think all three of them are. Would you still go Price for Team Canada starting goalie, considering there aren't many other options? I think Fleury is a really good option. I mean, he might win the Vezina this year. And then I like Blackwood as well. Did Blackwood have a good year? Mackenzie Blackwood. Was he fine this year? What did he do this year? Oh, he only had a 902 this year. Okay, well, maybe it won't be Blackwood then. I mean, I think we're talking about it's either Price or Fleury. Christina, we're playing against defending champion Finland. It's going to be a tough one. Yeah, again, I haven't really watched any of the games because the one this morning was at 4 o'clock, so I didn't watch it. Yeah, I guess I'll watch the game tomorrow. Rome says can't see how Canada doesn't go with Price. Yeah, I mean, it'll really go down to next season, right? Because the Olympics are in February. We're gonna have, 4 months of hockey before we get to that point, right? 3 months of hockey before we get to that point, where we'll be able to see, who's really showing up. Jeez, so how you doing? Put a picture in my Discord of a donaire he got for $8. That's ridiculous, my friend. Donaires are so good. Anyways, JK, if my name wasn't Parker, what would it be? Well, I can give you the real story on what it actually would be, from the mouth of my mother. If I was a girl, I would have been Victoria, because I was born like the day before Victoria, or like 3 days before Victoria Day or something. But I don't know. I'm not going to change it. Saboteur, you got the Donaire from Paradise Donaire in New Westminster, apparently. Also, another good Donaire place if you're in Cloverdale. Shannon Donaire. Very good. Donaires are just so good. Who would help the defense next season since our defense needs work? Could the Canucks... I think that was... I think that was a bit of a bit of an autocorrect there, Harry. Could they potentially get Morgan Riley? And they could. I don't see it happening. I think it's going to be... I don't know. I really don't have a lot of names. I think they just need to get some cheap options a la Travis Hamonic this year, where you just have guys who can sort of fill a role for cheap and not kill you night in, night out. Christina, rank the rookies in order best to worst. Lind, Rathbone, Lockwood, Gadjevich, Hoaglander. Hoaglander, Rathbone, Lockwood, Lind, Gadjevich. At least that's like my expectations for each of them. The Donaire spot in Marple, says Lucas. Just can't go wrong with the Donaire. Do I think Thornton plays another year? Asks C Edits. I don't know. I don't know where he'd go. I think he probably does. He seems like that kind of guy. Lucas 70th in Granville in Vancouver. Maybe I'll hit that up sometime. Justin, from this list of 2011 players, Ehrhoff, Higgins, Torres, Lapierre in their prime, who would you want on the Canucks right now? It's Christian Ehrhoff by a mile. Canucks need defense, and Christian Ehrhoff was low-key really good. So yeah, Christian Ehrhoff is that by a mile. Higgins would be number 2. Lapierre, I did get an autograph from him though. Cool guy. Oh, you're in Northern BC HSM? Fair enough. Well, you will be able to travel soon. Who is the best prospect pool? I haven't really looked at that much. Maybe like LA. Probably up there. Donaire spawn kits is pretty good. We're just going out of hand with the Donaires now. Yeah, Morgan Riley will cost you a lot, 6+ and term. Yeah, Morgan Riley, and again, I mentioned earlier talking about like sort of shortening your window, right? And if you're picking up guys, you know, Riley's how old? He's like 30, 20. Oh, he's 27. Okay. He's not old, but you're picking up a guy who has, you know, he doesn't have, you know, 12 good years left in him. He has like 6 good years left in him at most, right? So you're just compressing your timeline potentially. Best guess for the Kraken goaltenders. I haven't really done a lot of research on which goalies are going to be available. I think Minnesota might have a goalie available, but John, sorry, I haven't done a lot of expansion draft research yet. Yeah, another week or two before recreational travel opens up here. Yeah, for sure. I know June 15th is one of the dates. Hopefully I can start playing hockey again soon. That was one of the things. David, do we prioritize centers or D-men in the offseason? D-men, by a mile. Canucks have 3 really good centers. I mean, you have Pettersson, Horvat, Miller. 3 really good centers. And you have a lot of not very good D-men. Noah, favorite thing at White Spot? You can't go wrong. I mean, the bacon cheddar burger is number 1, top tier. If you're trying to be a little calorie conscious, I really like the chicken Caesar wrap. You got to get the crispy chicken though. Club sandwich is always good. Chicken strips. White Spot's just a good solid option. Have I had the BTS meal at McDonald's yet? I have not. No, I could though. I haven't gone to McDonald's in a little bit. Yeah, restrictions going by in July. So yeah, do I think Toffoli keeps up this point production in a regular season and division? I don't think he'll do as much as he did for Montreal this year. I think this year he overachieved a little bit, but he's still going to be a heck of a player. Lego, you would have expected me to be a mac and cheese guy at White Spot. Do people get mac and cheese at restaurants? I mean, it's probably like a baked mac and cheese, which would probably be really good. White Spot mac and cheese. That looks fire. That does look really good, but no, I have not had that. I'm more of a handhelds guy. Not a big pasta. I love pasta, but I don't get pasta anywhere, which I don't know why. Columbus will probably want to move a goalie, potentially. Have you ever had night and day? I have. That's what a weird call. I had breakfast there for dinner like 4 years ago. Abbotsford in black, red, and yellow. You're hopeful, Lucas? That would be sweet. But I think they're gonna go blue and green. Do you think BC's opening up too quickly? Not really. No, they're being cautious about it, and it's a stepped plan, and it's all tentative anyways. Do you like Sportsnet or TSN? I prefer TSN TV wise, I think, and I liked 1040 more than 650. Justin, you picked Jets to win in 6. They have a hill to climb. Yeah, they got to go on a run here. I don't, again, it's really going to come down to, Hellebuck versus, Hellebuck versus Price, and whichever one has a bad night first, really, right? I mean, we're looking at games that are probably just going to be like 2-1, 3-2 the rest of the series, unless one of them really falters. Okay. Randy says, go Habs, go. All right. I'm rooting for him in this one. Okay. Giveaway closes at 8:30. That's only 3.5 minutes away. I'm going to put a timer up on screen here. Let me go. Ignore this. I'm just grabbing the timer, and I'm going to open my timer app. This one here, timer, and we got what? I'll put 4 minutes on it. There we go. So this timer. Oh, I'm gonna put it over here. When this timer runs out, the giveaway entering closes. So click the link at the top of the description right now if you want to enter to win a hat of your choice. Go there. All I need is your name. I need a way to contact you if you win. And I need what team you want a hat from. Wow, a lot of Canucks in those answers, I can see. So go enter right now. We're gonna do a marbles marathon. Thanks for the sub, Randy, by the way. There you go, just popped up right there. Nice. Have you, Naeem, have I done any prospects watching? And if so, who do you want the Canucks to draft? I haven't done any watching yet. Again, I kind of lean towards Kent Johnson just because of his comparables. Randy, yeah, TSN was more Habs oriented for sure than Sportsnet. The thing about Sportsnet is like we just get Leafs coverage even in Vancouver, right? Like it's just constant Leafs bombardment. Expansion drafts happening late July. There you go. Lucas had it. Agam, what's up? What's up? Everyone, quickly enter the giveaway. If you haven't already, you have 2.5 minutes. Top of the description. GL, if they have Kraken hats available, you're good. We'll get you one of those. Lucas, you know branding, you'd like to disagree, or Brandon would like to disagree. Yeah, the Warriors do have a different design, but they also weren't owned by the Aquilinis before that branding was put together, I think. You sound like Americans Got Talent when you say it for a giveaway. I haven't watched Americans Got Talent in years. Will I get a Kraken jersey? Probably not. We are anti-Kraken here. Locational rival. Okay, you guys got 2 minutes. If you haven't entered already, this is your moment. Go click the link top. Here, why don't I paste it a bunch again? That makes so much sense. Why wouldn't I think of that? I don't know. Notepad. I'll be a little bit lenient too. I'll probably wait like 20 seconds before I do it. So that's just a Google form. You just type in your name, a way to contact you, whether it's Twitter, email, a link to your YouTube channel, Discord, anything like that. That's fine. All of it's fine. It's all good. There's 43 people in here. So right now, if you enter, you have better than 2% chance of winning if you enter right now. I see a couple people just answered. Rome just entered. Agam just entered. David entered. Everyone's in. Jake asking how many marble rounds it is. It's 5. 5 rounds. It's a point-based system. We'll get it all sorted out. It's going to be awesome. I think someone... Oh. A couple people, I think, just put email as the way to contact them, which is kind of interesting, but we'll figure it out after. You're all in the chat anyways. We'll figure it out. Do I have Instagram? I do. I don't use it though. It's the same as my YouTube channel and everything. There's a Kraken Battle of the Sea. Absolutely. Good luck to everyone. Release the Kraken. Yeah, Agam's got it right. This is your last chance. This timer is it. It's, again, I'll be a little bit lenient if anyone enters a little bit late, but I'm just going to download the list of names and we're going to punch it in to the Marbs. Which, do I have Steam open still? I do. Guess I should start getting this prepped while we're here, hey? Marbles on stream. Open. Release the Kraken, not in our house. Cheering for the Kraken? Don't do that. Anna in just in time. Good, good. Make sure you're all entered. I think, Anna, I think you entered a while ago. So you're fine. There's 47 names in. Technically the timer's up, but if you just got here, you can enter the giveaway. Top of the description. Your last chance is right now. Like, once I have everything set up though, you're done. How do I set this up again? Race settings. Yeah, Clay does have his members on the live stream tomorrow. I might be there, I might not. If it's at 10, I'll probably be there. Okay, I am about to close the responses. This is your last chance. If you haven't clicked on the link already, it's too late. There we go, another name came in. Jacob sneaking in the nick of time. I'm about to close it, so if you're even on the page, hit submit in the next 10 seconds. I don't want someone to click submit and it'll just be like, ah, it's not open anymore. Responses are closed. Responses are closed. It's over. You're done. You're cut. If you didn't get in, I am sorry. 48 people are in. So what the plan is, it's going to be fun. So let me, while we're here, everyone stick around for a sec. I need to download all of the responses here. And then I can delete these 3 columns. I'm going to just scroll through the names, make sure nothing's offensive or anything. Looks good to me. 48 names are in. Save this, and then I should be able to close this, add names, clear, open, downloads. Oh, this isn't in that folder, is it? Just one moment here. Let's save this to my desktop. Save. Desktop. Marbles giveaway. Okay, that didn't work. That's okay. That's okay. The dream's still alive, folks. We got this. Go to here. Open. Notepad. Paste them. File. Save as... all files, marbles, list.csv, save, and then open. Where did I save this to? I saved it to documents. Boom. Okay. And now I will open this back up. Okay, I can read the chat again. The music is going to... we're going to cut the music for a second here. Cut the music. I'm going to get some synthwave ready because that's way more fun. And, okay. So here's the deal. Let's transition into the marbles view. Now, I'm going to change these rules a little bit here. We're going to do the top 30 get points. Actually, no, we're going to stick with top 20. I think top 20 is the right way to do it. So here's the way it works. You can kind of see it in the bottom corner. It's kind of covered. So here's the way it goes. There's 48 names in all here. Everyone who entered, I have taken your name and I've put it in the list. The way this is going to work is we are going to do a Grand Prix of 5 races. If you are in the top 20, you will get points. in descending order. So first place will get 20 points, second place 19, and so on. If you fall off the map, you get 0. If you come in 21st or lower, you also get 0. The reason for that is if it was like 48 and going down, everyone who fell off the map would get 0, and some people would just run, like winning one map would give you a huge advantage. So to make it as interesting as possible, top 20 get points. Most points after 5 maps wins the prize. I have already gone through and I have picked the maps that I want. I have a notepad list of them here, and they're in an order. So I want Grand Prix, 5 maps. We are doing the House of Pain first. We are doing the Ultra Perilous Chamber second. We are doing Buckshot, which is here somewhere. There it is. Buckshot third. We are doing Raging Pin fourth, and we're doing the Beautiful Cascading Amusement fifth. So these are our 5 maps. We have 48 people in the chat. Okay? Are you guys ready? The first map. Now, I do have to put some prep work in here. So enjoy this preview. The first map is House of Pain. Tonight's first map is House of Pain. You start off on a Plinko board with some spinners in it that can send you forward or back, giving you an edge. From there, you proceed down the pathway into the first spinner to separate the goods from the greats. From then, there are no shortage of spinners to deal with on this map, folks. You'll have 2 more spinners to deal with before entering a funnel, which again carries 2 more spinners, moving pretty quickly, and these ones can send you flying out of the funnel, over the edge, and to your doom. From there, you end up with 2 more spinners before you get into the covered set, which can knock you up into the other spinner, send your marble flying any which way, and really hurt your run. Once you're through these, you'll go on to the speed bumps. If you have a lead coming into here, someone might be able to catch you if they can avoid most of these. And even if you're in first, coming through the final little hill, these popping pins can send you flying over the finish line and to your doom with 0 points. All right, so that's the preview of the map. I think I have everything set up right. Now, if it isn't, we'll have to do some stuff manually, but I think I've done it all right. We've got the giveaway. We have a leaderboard. First place gets 20 points, descending down to 1 at the bottom. Everyone else gets 0, and we should be good to go. We're going to go to race. We have our 5. We have 48 people in. Here we go. Race number 1 on the House of Pain. Like I said in the intro, we start on this Plinko board with some spinners. I have learned more controls for marbles as well. I can put it into slow-mo mode. Watch this. I'm going to hit start. Ready? Here we go. But I can slow-mo it, and then we can get her going. Here we go. Down on the first map. Remember, the top 20 get points on the House of Pain. Some people will fall off of this map. It is a little bit dangerous. There's a lot of names cluttering up the screen, but it looks like Karsten, So How You Do, and Shannon all might have a bit of an advantage here. But there's so many spinners on this map that leads are going to change hands so many times. Rome has fallen off the map, who will get 0 points, unfortunately. A little bit crowded back there. Declan taking the lead on the right-hand side, finds a little gap in the spinner and trying to grow on that lead, and definitely will, going into the first funnel with 2 spinners in it. These can punch you out if they need to, but Declan gets through perfectly clean. Oh, but gets hit away by Savitar. And now Savitar is into the lead, going into the next set of spinners, gets through the first one and gets around the second one and finds the pathway through. Declan closely behind. Savitar gets pushed back by the high spinner, and Declan gets launched forward. A big lead for Declan, and is sent into the third covered spinner and is just gonna launch his way into the last speed bumps, getting slowed down pretty dramatically. Kanucky gets sent forward, trying to come back in second place. Declan needs to survive these pins, and does. Declan will get 20 points here in race number 1. Some people still stuck way at the back. Unfortunately, you guys will not be getting points. It looks like Reezer will get 19 points, Savitar in 3rd, Lucas in 4th, Justin in 5th, Aisha in 6th, Chris, Chronic, Kanaki, Casual, Noah, all coming through to finish this race. We do have to wait for everyone to finish, even though about 20 people are probably in already, but that's okay. Lucas cuts off Vishy here at the end. 3 people racing to try to get points on the board. We'll see what that looks like. And everyone else making their way in to the end here. Declan is fired up in the chat. We love to see it. A heck of a first race, and oh, JK. See, this is the danger of those pins. It doesn't happen that often, but they can launch you straight up into the air. Off of the map. Agam's going to make his way down. Makoto's going to make their way down. Unfortunately, these people will not be getting many points, or any points at all, unfortunately. But everyone making their way in. Lucas thinks he crossed the 20. I respect the optimism. We will take a look. Randy is Reezer. Oh, gotcha. Second place. Congratulations, Randy. Agam Payne. Top 10 for casual. And everyone finished the map at least, except for the 3 people who got knocked out. So Declan, good work. Declan taking the lead. Let's make sure the points all worked, and they did. So you can see right here, points. So Declan had 0 to start. He is plus 20. So we can see the top 20 people got points, and everyone below that didn't. So if your name is on the screen right now, you are on the board. But if you're not, I wouldn't worry too much. There's 5 maps, and some people at the top will not get any points future. Moving on. Agam, I still have the course record. Agam, no you don't, friend. You were at 129. Declan had a 118. Our new record holder on this course, on the House of Pain, Declan. I am sorry, Agam. All right, Declan wants to go back to back. I respect the optimism. Let's go forward to the next map, which should be, if everything works right, I don't know if it randomizes, it shouldn't. The Ultra Perilous Chamber. The Ultra Perilous Chamber starts with a drop-off into a funnel, which sends you towards this first spinning obstacle. You can go through it, you can get stuck in it. It can really make or break your run. From there, you go onto the Ferris wheel. This Ferris wheel has little slots cut out in different spots. These can help you get through the only opening, or they can send you back. From there, you get into the spinning hedges. These can trap you, or they can let you right through and into the lead. From there, we go into some more popping pins, and you see this marble going straight up into the air and likely in a lot of trouble. You might be able to get through these really easily, though, and move on into the clear tubing. This will take you all the way down to a speedy track, which will bring you to some loop D loops. Once you are through these, you will get into this big spinning wheel, which then teleports you into the mouth of the dragon. The dragon will shoot you out into this funnel with more pins on it to slow you down, and then down into the last little track here, this spinning road, which will take you all the way into the finish line. All right, so map number 2. The Ultra Perilous Chamber. Declan leads with 20 points. I wish I could see the standings right now, but I can't, unfortunately. We'll see them after the race. But Declan looking to go back to back. Are you ready, folks? Let's go. So down the track into this funnel. It's a nice funnel. It's not an annoying one that goes in a mile, like a ton of loops. That's why I picked this map, because funnels are the worst, and everyone is off into the races. This thing can trap some people, but it can also give you a bit of a shortcut as everyone is moving with some speed. Matt and Siet, it's just flying through, but we'll get stuck in the spinning hedges. Who will get through first? Everyone is trapped in here. Savitar might have a bit of a lead, but these pins will be dangerous to some. We'll see if anyone gets popped up by them. It looks like everyone making their way through pretty safely. And moving on. Oh, there goes Chronic. We'll see if he lands. Declan making their way forward. Chronic does not land back on the map. David does not land back on the map. Unfortunate. Rome, Justin also off. Anna, Tam, everyone falling off the map, unfortunately. I did pick some dangerous maps, folks. Declan is in the lead, looking to repeat, but gets stuck in the first loop. Declan's stuck. Finally gets the launch that he needs. Levon now has the lead, but Levon gets stuck, and Declan doesn't, and Declan's off into the cones. I swear it's not rigged, folks. Declan gets launched by the dragon. Declan might win back to back here, just taking over here. But Saboteur cuts him off in this funnel. Declan got stuck, it looks like, and Saboteur and Levon in spots 1 and 2 as they move down this tunnel. Saboteur moving their way down cleanly, and into the finish line. Levon also into the finish line. Declan will get third, a good chunk of points for Declan to build off of. Kevin and Reezer also up at the top. Joel, Jacob, Ashley, Noah, and Shannon round up the top 10 as everyone else makes their way down. 9 people got eliminated. I missed most of them. But wow. Wow. Wild turn of events here. Declan is looking to run away with this one. I think Reezer's going to be up there too, because I think Reezer was second in the last race. JK making their way down. GL and Casual will take 37th, 38th, and 39th. All right. Saboteur, who was third in the first race, gets the win in this one. So it is a tie at the top with 38 points between Saboteur and Declan, our two favorites to win. Levon gets on the board with 19 points. Kevin gets on the board with 17 points. Remember, these people ahead of you, they might not get points the next couple rounds. Reezer is up there with 35. Noah has 22. Aisha has 25. Chris got a couple on the board. And a few people who had points in the last round did not get any this round. Lucas, Justin, Chronic, all down there after not getting any points this round. The next round is different, folks. It's not a race. This next one, I'm so excited that I found this one to include. It is called Buckshot. Enjoy. Buckshot is a whole nother beast. In this one, doesn't matter who's in front. You go down a Plinko board, you go down these pathways, you go down these tubes, but who is in front does not matter, because the marbles will all go to the same place, the dartboard, and all that matters is who is the closest to the center. Whoever is closest to the middle will win this one and gain all of the points. Now, I said all of the points there. It's the same, still 20-1. But yeah, whoever's closest will get 20 points, and whoever's farthest will get less. So this is a totally different one. It's going to be interesting. Whoever's in first does not matter. It is just a launch into the dartboard. It's going to be super sick. Who's ready? I'm ready. Let's get into race number 3. Again, most of the stuff doesn't matter. Now, I do think being out in front does give you an edge, because if that dartboard fills up and there's a lot of marbles on the middle, on the bullseye, you might fall off and down to a lower ring. So I do think being in front gives you a bit of an edge, at least in getting some points. And I don't know why Declan is so quick, but Declan is in second again here. But again, placement doesn't matter, folks. It's all about the placement on the dartboard. As we move our way, let's go to the dartboard and see where everyone lands. Declan, I swear I didn't pay him. There's no way to anything. That's not how the game works. I just copied all the names from the spreadsheet and pasted them all in. I don't know if the game actually has like some issues where things are... All right, Declan lands on the outside of the bullseye. There is a big opening in the middle. Oh, Tam falling down. Yeah, see, when it gets cluttered, there's no room in the middle. Aisha gets the bullseye, basically dead center. Everyone else flying in. Natasha's close. Asian goalie is close. Harry's close. Rome is close. Aisha has the edge, though. Kevin falls. Will anyone take Aisha's spot? Is there anyone left? It's just Matt. We'll wait to see where Matt finishes, and Matt will not make it. Aisha was the closest to the bullseye. I'm actually going to go back to here. I didn't get a great angle on it, but you can see Aisha was the closest there. Let's take a look at the leaderboard after that one. Aisha springboards into a tie. No, not a tie for first place. We can see in 13th place on this one, Saboteur is in first with 46 points. Aisha has 45, Declan has 45, and the rest of it is all just a mishmash. Aisha with a distance of 113, the closest by a mile, basically dead center. And as we scroll down the list, we can see the top 20 who all got in there. Some people just outside by about 20 units here. You guys gave it a good effort. Unfortunately, there are some people with zeros, I'm sorry to say. But it really is a 3-horse race. Unless, again, these people can all just get 0 the next round and you can have a shot at finishing it. Which will take us to map number 4. Another weird one. And again, being in first helps. But it isn't everything on this one, folks. This is the Raging Pin. Don't get comfortable, folks. The Raging Pin is up next. The last 2 maps are going to be tough, and this is a map that can really kill you if you are at the top of the leaderboard. This one has a ton of danger, and most of it comes near the end. It starts off with a normal Plinko board, into a lot of spinners, and then into a spinner full of pins. No one knows if you have a lead early in this map, there is a very good chance that you will not hold it for most of it. From there, it's a pretty simple pathway. Some pins that pop up in the way to slow you down, but really where it comes down to is this finish line. You need to make your way down this final path onto this pin and get shot up into the air. You'll get shot up into this roof underneath the fireplace. From there, you will fall, hopefully either hitting one of these sails or landing safely on this funnel. So most people will not be that lucky. Lots of you will get popped up by that pin and end up falling off the side of the map. From there, down the funnel and into the finish line. It's really that simple, but it's very dangerous. All right, map number 4. The Raging Pin. Turn up the music a little bit for this one. This one is wild. I've seen people get to the pin. I did some testing earlier. Sometimes your marble will just go around the pin and just not get launched up for a while because it's a really weird platform. So there is potential for you to get there first and just not get launched for a while. The choke is possible. I'm choking. I drank poorly and I'm coughing up a storm. Here we go. Down the Plinko board. Chronic just skips the entire Plinko board down the side and has an early lead. Where's Declan? That's what I'm curious about. Declan close to the back, I think. So how you doing? Anna, Noah, all falling off. Again, these are some steep drops. There's a lot of people that will not make it to the end of this round. Makoto falls off, unfortunately, as well. As we get through these spinners, Casual Champs has a big lead. Anna, I'm sorry. Lucas, Casual, all getting through here. Clasher flies off the edge. It is a crowded tube to come out of. C-Edits and Coach Rob and Vishy all falling down as well. Shannon is in the lead. Lucas close behind with a bunch of others putting up a battle. Shannon gets stopped by the pins and launched into the air and off the map. Unfortunate there. Chris moving forward. Agam falls off at the back, still at 0 points. Chris gets launched up and off the map. We might not even have 20 people finish this one, folks. Tam, Vorp, Ed, Ashley, Saboteur, Matt, Lucas, Reezer, all off the map. It is carnage at the Raging Pin. Kevin and Levon and Asian Goalie all falling off as some people make their way to the end. Lucas will have first go at the pin. I see JMLI falling off. Oh no, he caught it. He's good. Lucas will have first shot. Harry falls off, but again, this pin will get in your way. Rome, Justin all falling off. Rome might have a shot here. 3 people get launched up, and they all land it. It's a 3-horse race between Jacob, Rome, and Local. Rome is going to have a walk into the finish line and take the 20 points in this one. Everyone else getting launched up. Local Yoke in second place. Jacob looking to take third. Marjorie and Madison also moving down. Marjorie cuts off Jacob with speed to take third place. Jacob in fourth, Madison in fifth, Justin in sixth, and Paul's in seventh, as some more people find their way down the final funnel into the finish line. It is a marble massacre, absolutely. Everyone who is still alive will get points. There are only 20 people that have survived this map. Lincoln and Joel racing for a spot. Joel will take the extra point there. JK will get there as well. A few more people racing. Christopher might have the edge on this one, falling cleanly down the funnel and into the finish. Vince and Casual Champs will also battle out for a point. Let me get out of there. It looks like Vince will take it. Chronic and Aisha getting launched up and will make their way down the funnel. And GL Rebirth is going to have to wait to get popped up and keeps getting missed. Need to finish in the next 30 seconds or so as the barrier gets closer. Chronic and Aisha will finish in respective spots. Rebirth gets down. Where's the barrier? The barrier's getting close. Rebirth needs to get down that funnel quick if he wants if they want the single point that comes with 20th place. But that barrier is getting awfully close. But I think Rebirth will do it with 29 seconds to spare. The choke is alive and well. Let's take a look. Rome, a big chunk of points, getting up to 36. Marjorie gets a good chunk of points. Justin might have the lead here. Justin is at 43. Aisha's at 47. Declan's at 45. Saboteur's at 46. I think it's a 4-horse race going into the finals. Oh, I can sort by points. Nice. So here we go. This is our ranking going in to the final round, and it's so close. Aisha at 47, Saboteur at 46, Declan at 45, Justin at 43, Rome at 36. So a big drop off there with Reezer there as well, getting no points in this one. Marjorie closing the gap with another 18 points here. Folks, the next round is not as dangerous. Most of you will finish the final map, but it is a very nice map. It is a nice finishing golden map for our champion. Here's your preview. Folks, you have made it to the finale, the beautiful cascading amusement. This is one of the prettiest maps in the game, all decorated in gold, and it will decide our champion. It starts off with a pretty normal funnel. You'll go down into some speed bumps, and from there, a spinner. From there, you will go down this pathway and into the big tube that will knock you all the way down. There are some pegs here that can really slow up your run, but if you get a clean entry into that hole in the middle, you'll move on into this portal. There is a turnstile there to block you, but once you're through this portal, you will be taken through this last little pathway here. A few blocks in your way to try to slow you down, but if you can avoid those, you'll go through this last tunnel and into the last stretch. Down this winding pathway into a portal. These blue portals will launch you into the air through this green one. You'll be sent high into the air and into the landing spot where we will crown our champion. Folks, it's really that simple. It's a simple one. I'm going to pick a song here. I am picking the Canucks After Dark intro song to decide our winner. This is it. There's about 4 people who have a shot. It should have been 7 maps for best of 7. Well, I only put 5 intros together. Joel said it's cap. Yeah, I mean, fair enough. It is. Okay, here we go. Let's play the song that you guys know if you watch Canucks After Dark will lead you in every single week. This is it. The final race to decide. It is for all the marbles. Absolutely, Declan. Well said. I can't believe I didn't think of that. That's some... Oh. Anyways. The beautiful cascading amusement. Here we go. Winner take all. Let's get into the race. Down this first funnel. It's a quick one. It's not a dumb funnel that takes forever to go down. You hit this wall. Some people going over the wall with as many people as there are. Justin might have blown it there. Noah in the early lead, but again, Saboteur I see at the front, but that spinner is going to cause some damage. Trying to see if I notice any names from the top of the leaderboard here. I see Rome up there as well as we get into this sort of flipping pathway here. This is a pretty quick map, folks. It's going to end before you know it. As we go into this gap here, Asian goalie in the lead, Coach Rob, Lucas, all there. Whoever gets the clean entry directly in, like Kanaki just did, will have an edge. As we go down into the next pathway, the turnstile will interrupt you. It will only allow a couple people through at a time. And it looks like Noah will have the edge in this one. You'll get played forward. These blocks will block you, though, and give people in the back a chance to catch up. Here we go. Through the final tube. Asian goalie in the lead. This is going to be interesting. We are going to have to see the leaderboards on this one. Asian goalie is the first into the air. Will he land it? Absolutely. Asian goalie wins this race. Roman second. Lucas slides into third. Madison in fourth. Shannon in fifth. C. Edits in sixth. Levon in seventh. Kevin in eighth. Christopher in ninth. And Lincoln in 10th. Everyone else making their way in to the final finish line. Everyone will finish this race. No one was knocked out. Clasher is into the air. Anna and Reezer are into the air. Clasher gets in pretty quick. Anna is in. Reezer's in. GL Rebirth will get in here. If we have a tie, we will have a tiebreaker. Absolutely. Hagam, I'm so sorry you got 0 points. Karsten will take 48th place in this one. Folks, this is it. This is where we find our winner. After 5 races. We'll see the final results. Asian goalie, congratulations on this one. Folks, it's a bit of a blowout. It's a bit of a blowout. Rome takes it with 55 points. Congratulations, Rome. Congratulations. Justin in 40 with 48 points. Aisha with 47. Saboteur with 46. Asian goalie with 45. Declan with 45. Everyone gave it a heck of a run. Great work. Great work. Wow, you guys noticed this song too? Wow. What an electric finish in this one. Parker, it's like golf. Whoever's the lowest score wins. Yeah, let's sort by lowest. We had 5 people with zeros. I'm so sorry to the zeros on the board here. Tam avoided that fate. Ciet's avoided that fate as well. Here it comes. Here comes the good music. Here you go. Here's the Canucks After Dark intro. All right. Wow. Great win for Rome. All right, let's take a look. I'm going to pull up the spreadsheet here. And I'm going to go individual responses. I'll see if I can find Rome's. Actually, can I just go here? I hope you were one of the first ones, Rome, because it's going to be a pain to go through these. Actually, I guess I could just download the whole... I can just look at the spreadsheet. That makes way more sense. All right, Rome requested a Canucks hat. Nice. Nice. Good job, Rome. I will, you gave me your email. I'll shoot you an email probably tomorrow or later on tonight if I remember. And we'll get that sorted out. Congratulations, everyone. Thank you guys so much for hanging out in this one. That was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. Figuring out who wins that one. Yeah, Justin got second. You gave it a good effort. I don't know. Can we do this every Saturday? Ask Lucas just for kicks. I mean, maybe. These are fun. These are a lot of fun to do. We'll keep these up if I'm available on the Saturdays for sure. I mean, we can do more. We can do more mob races. They don't have any production value done. But if you guys want to keep hanging out for another little bit, 20 minutes or so, I think we can pull that off. I think that might be approved. Bam, bam, bam. Thank you, Tamar, for the congratulations. I'm kind of missing some messages here. But anyone here that didn't put Canucks hat? Well, since I did get a lot of views lately that weren't Canucks related, I'll see if I can sort A to Z. We had one request. Look, I'm going to out some people here. Matt requested a Bruins hat. Lots of Canucks. Some Canucks babies. A few of those. We had a Carolina request. Three Colorados. A Denver Broncos request. A couple Montreals. A Pittsburgh. And that's about it. Matt leave. Hey, no hate. No hate. Just because he cheers for the wrong team. Yeah, we can keep this going for a little bit. I'm good to hang out a little bit. Losers bracket marble race. Well, let's see. Where's the cutoff? Do we want to... We could do a little competition here. We could do one more race. Although, like, Justin has second, right? Like, he just has second. Not like it's for a prize or anything. Here's what we'll do. Jacob's one of the ads requests. Yeah, I can see who it was. I'm just not going to out anybody, you know? A few fun ones. Let's do a few fun ones. Finish Grand Prix. I wonder if it shows anything cool. Here we go. Aisha in third. Justin in second. And Rome in first. Congratulations once again to Rome. Well done. There's the final results, with Rome taking it by a handily 7 points. Justin, though, second place with no wins. That's pretty impressive. I respect that. All right, we're going to reset it. We're going to run it back. Jacob, hashtag rigged. We're going to run it back here. All right, let's run it back. We can do it. Let's do another Grand Prix. And let's see. Let's get a definitive second place. All right. We're gonna get a new one. Losers bracket. Turn this one off. Let's run it back. Why not? Let's do the same ones. Have a good night, Agam. If you win, though, it's gonna be sad if you weren't here. Where is House of Pain? We'll do one more run because that's a lot of fun. It was Natasha. The Canucks have a dark mix between driving you nuts because it reminds you of Love at First Sight by Kylie Minogue. Interesting. That's not what it is. It might be similar, but that's not what it was. Ultra Chamber. And then Buckshot, which was down here. And then Raging Pin, which is number 12, I think. And then this one. Oh, I only have 2 selected. Sorry. Buckshot. And then 12. And then this one. All right. We're going to run it back. Have a good one, Saboteur. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out. We'll keep doing a couple more just for fun. If anyone was not in here for the giveaway and you've joined in late and you just want to hang out and have a marble in the race, let me know now, and we can throw you out. We can throw you in there. Rome, of course, I will shoot you an email tomorrow. Oh yeah, Melissa wants in, I guess. Yeah, I didn't let Melissa enter. I thought that would, because if Melissa won, everyone would have been like, rigged, and I don't think she cared about a hat. Let's go back to the playlist here. Kevin, throw your marble. Do you not? You have one still. You're still in here. Fangirl, sure. All right, we'll bring it up to 50. That's a good number, I think. All right, this is the losers bracket. You know what? Maybe we'll give a small prize to this one. Lucas wants to jump out. I mean, I can leave you in there. You don't want the chance of the second prize, even if you're not in here? The prize is very small. It might be $2, but it might be $5. It's a mystery. Second prize will take... All right, let's go. 50 names in it. For second place, the winner of the losers bracket. It's 5 rounds again. But no previews this time. It's gonna be a lot fast. It's gonna take like 15 minutes at most. All right. First one is the House of Pain. Again, down the Plinko board into a bunch of spinners. And once again, it looks like Rome has the lead, looking to to double up on his prizes. Rome, you are not eligible to win the second prize. But as we go forward, we see Lincoln and Chronic sort of changing spots. Lincoln is into the lead. Madison has some speed on the far side, though, trying to gain it. Lucas, I would be up for an NHL challenge on Twitch. Absolutely. On Xbox, if that's an option. David making their way down. Man, I hope NHL 22 I don't have to buy a new console for. Jacob making quick work down the pathway here and into the lead. Gets around the spinners. A good path. Jacob gets a great path and on to the next set of spinners and just walking right past them. Absolutely no pressure on Jacob. Okay, gets knocked back there. And we'll see Coach Rob get pushed forward. And Rob now has a chance, gets sent around and into first place. A good line, potentially down the speed bumps. David trying to catch up. It's going to be close. Survive the pegs. And Coach Rob will take the 20 points in this one. David will get second. We got JK in third, Agam in fourth. Agam got points! He did it! I know he's not here anymore, but he did it! He got points! Oh, Lincoln didn't make it, though. Unfortunate. Everyone else making their way in. To the finish line. Wow, there's so many. 50 marbles is wild. I can hide the names, too. Everyone making their way in. No one else getting launched. Levon, I think, got launched. See, it barely avoids that one. Vince is through. Saboteur and Harry are through. How you doing? Is through. Everyone competing for 0 points. NHL 21 on Xbox, you're on? Absolutely. What happened to you, Jacob? I think you got launched like HSM just did. Off of these pegs and into the abyss. Collins through. Kevin and Anna might not be able to finish as the barrier tries to catch up to them. Barrier's right here. It looks like Kevin will not finish, but that's okay. You're at 0 points at this point anyways. So Coach Rob gets 20 points. Yeah, I'll check my DMs. All right, 20 points on the board for Coach Rob. Good work, everybody. Let's go on to the second map. Here in the loser's bracket. The Ultra Perilous Chamber, which in this one, if you missed the last one, you go down this funnel, you make your way down. Music's getting better and better. And it's just not your marbles night. I am sorry. You might win this one, I believe. We got a good lead here. Justin is threading the track. So is Asian goalie. Oh, some people getting sent back, though, as the spinning hedges do some damage. Vince is the first one past. And into these pins, which can pop you right off the map. We're going to watch the pins for a while. Oh, there goes Natasha. And Natasha is still... No, Natasha's gone. Saboteur. David. Saboteur falls off. David falls off. Marjorie. Wait, Marjorie, I think, landed it. Marjorie found a gap and is back in as more people fall off. Lincoln is in a huge lead, though. You might still be in it, Lucas. Again, one race isn't going to decide it. You still got Buckshot. Buckshot's your game, I believe. Oh, Lincoln got stuck on this loop-de-loop. As people move their way forward, Madison in the lead, but gets stuck and then through. Madison onto the cones. A decent path down the cones and holds the lead. Will get teleported into the Dragon's Mouth. Madison. Does Madison get a good landing? Good direction. And is through. Madison might have the edge here to get the 20 points. Naeem in second place. Agam in third. I swear if Agam wins this would be hilarious if he just keeps getting like top fives. Madison will come down and get a good landing into the finish line for first place. Naeem in second. Agam in third. Everyone making their way downtown. Yeah, Lincoln, you kind of got stuck. You still got 6. That's a good chunk of points. Something like 15, 14 points, something like that. It's 14. No, I think it's 15. This first gets 20. Everyone making their way in. Only 7 people fell off the map. See you later, Randy. Thanks for stopping by. Do want to check something here? By the way, if you're new here and you haven't already, you can hit the like button. If you haven't hit that like button yet, hit subscribe, do all that good stuff. You guys know the drill. Madison getting 20 points, but Agam in the clear lead after that one with 35 points, finishing just slightly ahead of Paul's and taking up to 35 points. A big lead as we're at a 33 here, but then nothing until 23 after that. Most people who got points in the first round didn't in the second round, as we see a lot of zeros across this one here. All right, next map is Buckshot. Buckshot is awesome. If you missed the first one, you go and try to land on the bullseye. Again, the beginning doesn't matter a lot. First place does help, but we saw Aisha land dead center in the last race after being a little bit far behind. But the earlier you get there, the less crowded the board is. As everyone makes their way, except Vorp, everyone makes their way down this Plinko board. Speed is useful in this one. Everyone working their way down. So how you doing is... Ooh, barely hangs on there. It's a little bit of a risky... I guess everyone does the same thing. A little bit of a risky ledge there. Let's see where everyone ends up. Aisha wants the repeat. Here we go. I'm going to slow-mo this one. So how you doing? On the side of the bullseye. Local Yoke on the left. Harry Ma, a little bit high. Oh, a good landing from Jacob here in first place right now. Everyone landing on the outside. The middle is wide open, folks. Lucas gets close. Looks like Jacob still has the edge. Noah falls. No one taking that bullseye. It's still there for the taking. There's only a few people left. Jacob still got it. Ashley, can Ashley take Jacob's points? Slow-mo. Will land on the outside and fall down. Jacob will take the 20 points. Not an excellent finish, but will take first place nonetheless. Agam still in the lead by a huge margin, finishing second in this one and top 5 in all 3 races. Agam has a 21 point lead. He is up by an entire race. If he holds this lead going into number 5, he just can't be caught. He just can't be caught. 2 races to go. If Agam wins this or even places top 5, it is likely that no one else will have a shot. Onto the Raging Pin. This is a pretty suspenseful song. There's a lot of spinners here. We'll see Clasher try to take the outside but gets stuck. So many marbles coming through. Someone has to get a good path, right? Lincoln just slowly but surely plodding his way down. Chronic gets a good cut and will probably take the lead here. Into the spinner with the pins. Everyone getting kind of caught. Chronic hangs on and doesn't fall off. HSM will take second place. Chronic's got a lot of speed. JK falls with the map. Chronic, ooh, a little iffy there. And Chronic takes the corner too hard and falls off the map. The door is open, folks. Anna again falling off, unfortunately, as everyone makes their way down. Madison falls. Kanaki Doing okay. Joel has so much speed, risking it all, and stays on the map. Lincoln tried to go for it, but falls. Agam's still alive, folks. If Agam gets top 10, it's going to be tough to catch him. Justin falls. Aisha falls. HSM falls. Lucas falls. The door is still open for Agam to finish pretty well in this one and secure the win. Ashley cuts the map. Ashley gets ahead of the entire map and is going to finish this one in first place by a mile, missing the entire point of the map, which is the pin, and taking first place. What a finish from Ashley. Vorp and Kanaki are the first ones at the pin, but none of them have good lines on it. Vince is going to fall down. Oh, Vince and Kanaki are going to get launched here. And Vorp. All three of them go into the air. And all three land in the funnel. Vince might... Nope, Vorp's going to have the line. Vorp and Vince are going to be tight. No, Vorp's going to run away with it and take second place, the 19 points. As everyone else makes their way down, I think... Oh, Christopher's not going to land it. I think Agam fell off the map, which means no points there, which means it is still anyone's game, folks. Everyone finishing up here, looking for points. Still 11 points on the board. Vishy will take them. Tam will steal 10th from local. Cietitz will get in. Melissa will get in. And Reezer will get in. Everyone who survives will get points. Colin hits a sail and stays in. As long as Pauls and Clasher can get in time, they just need one launch, but are just rotating perfectly around the pin. The suspense. Will either of them... Pauls gets launched and lands it. Has 30 seconds to get down to the final finish line, and Clasher might get 0 points. Clasher would get 3 points if they get launched, but it looks like the barrier will catch up. Will Pauls get there in time? It's going to be close. Pauls will get there just fine. 17. Clasher will not get through in time. Ashley with the... Woo. So after 4 races in the losers bracket, first off, let's sort by last place. Makoto keeps saying oof and bruh in the chat, and I understand why. Makoto still with 0 points. Saboteur, who almost won the big show, also with 0. Let's look at the top. Agam still leads by 17 points. Pauls and Coach Rob both have 37. Local Yoke has 36. So Agam with a 17-point lead. If Agam finishes in the top 17, it is over. No one can catch him if he finishes 17th or better. And even then, these guys are going to have to finish really high. Coach Rob, Local Yoke, both need to basically win to get in. Vince is on the outside. 33 will not be enough. Agam might have it here. Let's go on to the final map. Of course, it's the golden child, the golden goose, the beautiful cascading amusement. It looks like it's in the bag for Agam, but a throw could happen with one of the people in second, third, or fourth finishing first. Would be enough to take it. But in reality, we're just going to try to focus on Agam here, our leader, if we can find him in this mess. There he is right there. See if I can lock on. There we go. I've locked on to Agam, who is in last place. Folks, the door is open. The door is open. Agam is in last place. Are any of our top 4 close to the front? Agam is way back here. Agam will win legend status, absolutely. Kevin is going to be the first one through, but I don't think Kevin was in that top group. It might not be enough, folks. There's probably no one here that can catch him. Agam has gotten into this next grouping here. As we go, let's take a look at first place. Natasha, Joel, Aisha all battling there. Aisha looks like she'll take the front and launched into the air. If Aisha gets a good landing, this will be a first place finish. And does not. Joel cuts off Aisha. I guess there's some obstacles down here, and Joel will take this race. Where's Agam? Agam will finish close to the top 20, but I don't think it's enough. Aisha, you did get robbed there, absolutely. So everyone gets launched in the air. Karsten will get through. Ashley, I don't know what's going on back there. Kanaki will get through. Noah, and so how you doing? Let's go take a look at Ashley, who I think has gotten stuck on the map. That's unfortunate. Ashley will not finish. Noah, and so how you doing? We'll take 48th and 49th. Joel, advocating for justice for Kevin. What happened to Kevin? So 6 people finishing with no points, but at the top of our leaderboard, wait. Oh no. Pauls steals it with a 3rd place finish. Exactly what he needed. The minimum required to take the win, with Agam finishing outside the top 20. Agam has been robbed. There's Paula. I think you mistyped on the... Paula will take the loser's bracket, robbing Agam of victory. Wow. Agam did choke. That is crazy. Needed to finish 4th to tie or higher to win. Beats out Matt by 282 milliseconds. Beats out Reezer by just over 500 milliseconds to take the win in the loser's bracket. Agam the Leafs of Marbles. So unfortunate. Someone send him this. Someone send him the VOD. That is heartbreaking for him. Why could this not happen in the first round? I don't know. It's the way she goes, unfortunately. Let's take a look. Let's finish the Grand Prix and take a look at our podium. So our podium, Casual Champs in 3rd place, Agam in 2nd place after a heartbreaker, and our winner is Paula. Congratulations, Paula, on the loser bracket championship. Well done, taking it by 1 point. I didn't expect that. I thought Agam was going to run away with it. Let's take a look at our leaderboards. Let's view our giveaway one. So Rome won the giveaway pretty handily by 7 points, and Paula with 55. Now, if you combine both, if you combine the 2 races, or the 10 rounds, Aisha, I hate to break it to you, but if we did a 10-rounder, you would have had it. But Rome did take it in the first 5. Wow, what a wild showing. Everyone, thank you guys so much. This was so much fun. Again, thank you all for being subscribed. Aisha's distraught, I'm sorry. Thank you all for being subscribed. This is a ton of fun. Yeah, let's do this all the time. We'll do this, maybe a weekly thing, something like that. We'll do sort of a Q&A for an hour and then marbles for an hour. That sounds fun. Everyone, Natasha, the #1 loser for Paula, unfortunately. Yeah, guys, this is a ton of fun. By the way, I have a bunch of links in the description. There's my Twitter, my Discord, all that stuff, my Twitch. I'm going to edit this together and put it on my 2nd channel, which is linked down there as well. So I'll put a VOD together. I'll edit it into like a 15-minute video, just for funsies, and we'll put it on there. But thank you guys so much for hanging out. It's a ton of fun. Ton of fun. Make sure you stay tuned for more videos. Hit the like button while you're still here. Justin, Lucas, everyone. So how you doing? Everyone, thank you. Did anyone get 0? This is a good question. Did anyone get 0 from both combined? No. No one got 0 points combined, which is good. That would have been really sad. So everyone at least got top 20 at some point. But yes, everyone, that's it for me. Thank you guys for hanging out. See you in the next one.